On the count of 3, name your favorite dinosaur. 1, 2, 3. Velociraptor.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yes.
This is Stepbrothers.
It's post-film clarity with special guests of Watch Party. North Carolina and New York City. We're watching Stepbrothers. Lindsay loves John C. Reilly and we love Will Ferrell. Which one has a bigger penis? We'll never know. Adam McKay, make your way and clean up this drama so you save the day. We need another Stepbrothers with all the girls. Maybe their daughters live at home. We get into this and lots more with this season finale. It's all in store.
So, for today's episode, this is our season finale. I don't know if we've announced this yet, but we are going on a summer break. We are taking our first break, actually. Because, we got life shit going on, and we have things to do. And it's summer, I'm trying to be outside, being a hoe. So...
Yeah. Life is lifing.
Yeah, life is lifing, and we have summer plans, so this will be our last episode for a little bit. But as a special season finale, we've brought back on Hallie and friends for this special edition of Stepbrothers. Hallie Platts, welcome back. You are a Triple Crown guest, 3-timer. This is your 3rd showing.
I'm beyond honored to be here again. This is my favorite pod. You guys are my favorites, and I am so honored to bring on my comedy partners in crime, Veronica Murphy-Doherty and Melissa Rios. They could actually talk about themselves. I don't know why I'm pretending like I would be good at that, but
No, I like the introduction. Thank you.
they're geniuses. And here, y'all talk about yourselves. We are Watch Party, and we do comedy shows around New York, specifically at the Rat NYC, which is a club in Dumbo that we love, and they host us, and we host movie watch parties where you get to drink, play games, and do really silly nonsense, including Oscar parties, which you guys were so amazingly a part of in terms of like synergizing, doing the episode and
That's
us doing the
branding,
parties.
baby.
Branding, baby. All of the above. Partnerships.
That's marketing, kid.
We love what we do there. So V and Melissa, y'all introduce yourselves.
Yeah, no, working with Hallie and Veronica have been really awesome. Working with the amazing, talented Hallie, and then kind of just seeing how ridiculous we are together, and then just want everyone to experience that has been truly amazing. We're like, what can we do to see other people can see us being absolutely ridiculous and participate? And the birth of Watch Party.
Tell us the Watch Party origin story, actually. Was it a Dale and Brennan moment for y'all of like, did we just become best friends? Is that how it happened? Tell me
It
everything.
actually was.
Oh, I think
Yep.
It 100% was. I believe
Yeah.
it was drunkenly after a musical we all worked on together, and
Of
then
course
we were
it was.
like, "Did we just become best friends?" Yep. And then we were like, "Do you want to?" Our version of "Do you want to go play karate in the garage?" was, "Do you want to do a watch party at a bar somewhere?" Yeah. And then we did.
Yeah, like, do you want to host a monthly event that we can all hang out and watch movies together? Oh, and I guess we'll invite other people to join us too.
Yep.
Like, I guess that is like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I think so.
That's
I mean,
so
I knew,
funny.
like, I've known Hal longer than Melissa, but I feel like we've known each other equally about the time because we've spent so much time with giggling that I'm like, oh wait, that's right. I'm like, oh, they're like, how long have you guys known each other? I'm like, wait, I think like technically what, a year? No more than 2 years. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was like 10 years? Oh, wait, sorry.
Feels
Right.
like 10.
Real.
Lindsay and I feel similarly
How
about
long
each
have
other.
you guys been besties?
For my entire life.
Oh,
Oh.
that's beautiful.
Since the dawn of time.
Yes, since our father's sperms touched.
See, here she goes again. Here she goes again. This is the second time that father's nutsacks have come up on this fucking show.
Just seeing it like...
Wait,
Oh my god.
it's like that thing where it's like, I had 2 nickels, but it's pretty weird it happened twice. That's bringing up father's nutsacks for you guys.
That can't become our calling card, Lindsay. You have to stop.
I know. I don't know why my brain immediately went to that.
You're like, you know how like sperm is in your phone? I'm like, no, stop.
You know what, sperm?
Lindsay, no.
Oh my god. I was not expecting that answer, and I'm really happy that that was it. I'm sorry, excuse me.
That's so
In all
funny.
seriousness, no. Lindsay and I met, I want to say, what was that, 2 years ago now? 3 years ago?
Yeah, it might have been closer to 3.
Oh, honey.
Actually-
It was, what was that, late 2022 we met.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh my God.
wonderful.
Wow.
Our 3-year anniversary is in
Oh my
September.
gosh.
That's so exciting. Congrats.
Friendiversaries.
Friendiversaries.
Yeah, it's our
Wow.
friendiversary. But then we started hanging out on our own. We like had our own little side quest. I
Yeah.
think probably about for about maybe 6 months after that, we started hanging out. Like Lindsay invited me to the movies, and I was like, "Yep." And I was like, "You want to come here
Love.
like pretty much every day for
Yeah.
about a year?" And she was like, "Yep."
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Love.
And that's how we became like our own little duo.
Oh,
That's beautiful.
love.
Yeah.
Actually, you can call me also if you hear these two. Some people I go by Veronica. I also go by Ronnie. So I feel like it'll be interchangeable in the episodes. It'll be like, who's
You
this
shouldn't
fourth
have told
person?
me that.
Call
You
me.
shouldn't have told
call
me that because now I'm gonna have to do Sammy Sweetheart voice and
Oh,
Ron.
Ron, who wrote the note?
Ron, stop.
Stop. Spoiler alert, I wrote the note, and it's crazy. I was like, and then I just took the train right out of Seaside, and it was like, get out.
You would. It was you the whole time.
It was me the whole time. Spoiler alert.
Knew it.
You're like the Andor of the Jersey Shore.
What an amazing title.
That's my log line. Just introduce me to be like, okay, that I might steal forever.
But you have to do it in the voice.
That's a wrestling name.
Yeah, I'm Andor the Shore.
Yeah.
Yes.
You gotta do it in the
Sure.
voice. Oh my god. So what do y'all have going on? Anything you want to plug that's upcoming for the month of June, July? This is going to air end of June.
Absolutely. Okay, end of June. So we are going to do our next watch party at the Rad is going to be Miss Congeniality in honor of
Oh my
America's
gosh.
birthday. Not America herself, but her birthday.
I
And
thought you were
only
about
if
to
we
say
can-
in honor of us.
Well, also,
Yeah,
In
because we
honor
just
of-
covered it. That's why. Yeah.
of course, in honor of you guys as well. Oh my gosh, yes, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're definitely we're doing that for 4th of July, and then we got some more stuff cooking up in August and September. But just check out the Rad NYC, and we're always there. That's our home base. Yeah, we at the time that this will have aired, we'll have finished a Tony's watch party. So we decided to go for the theater adults and
Wow.
make watching the Tonys cool again. You know, watch Audra hopefully win her, what is it, 7th? She's going for number 7 for her Tony.
Wow.
So we're gonna go real hard for that. Sing some show tunes. We're gonna be
I love-
really theater kid about it.
You've never not committed to a bit, and for that, I salute you.
Thank you. I couldn't do it without these two.
Please follow Watch Party on socials. It's a great time, honestly. I think it's Watch Partayyy with 3
Watch
Y's.
Partayyy.
3
You
Ys.
nailed it.
With 3
Watch
Y's.
Partayyy. Partayyy.
Why?
Yeah, let us
Why,
know.
why?
Let us know what you want to watch with us because we have our red carpet and our watch party events monthly.
Oh my god, yeah. If any of our New York listeners want to hang out with them on my behalf as my surrogate, I'll, what is it? Arrested Development. There we go.
Yep. Amen. And if you guys are ever in town, you can be. We'll do a live pod with you guys and a watch part. Like we'll do a double show.
Oh, what a
I
dream.
wanna go so bad. This is just like the perfect opportunity now.
Babe, let's
We
go
just
to
need
New
to
York.
start live streaming.
Let's go to New York.
Let's
just
go to New York.
Yes.
Yes.
Come on,
show you
darling.
around.
Come to New York.
Come to New York, love. I'll show you around. I haven't hung out in the city in like a decade. I'm like, and that's where that thing used to be, I know, from 15 years ago. And that's where that person used to live in 2008. And this used to be a bar that I liked, and now it's a coffee shop.
Yep.
This is New York.
This is New York.
And that's a pigeon. You've seen it.
Those pigeons are everywhere.
And that's where I went to Comic-Con.
Gotta come to Comic-Con
I really
again.
want to see all the rats that people talk about.
They're amazing.
Don't see them as often as people say. I actually was in the subway in West Village where you would think there'd be lots of rats, and there is like a family that were actually like disappointed, and they're like, where are all the rats? I thought I'd see more rats in New York. I was like, that's a good thing. Are you crazy? I don't want to see rats.
Meanwhile, Veronica and I are up in in Harlem, and we're like, oh, they're right outside. They're hanging out.
They've been taking
my
initiatives.
neighbor.
I think there are that's like the rats. I'm like, they're literally being driven out. Like they're like staying in the city in this economy without trash. They're like, we're out. They're out of here. They're out of here.
In this economy.
Ooh, bring the rats back.
But for our 1-year anniversary, we will be doing, of course, Ratatouille. So keep an eye out for that.
Bitch. I just saw Ratatouille for the first time a few months ago.
For the first time. That's my #1 movie.
What'd you think?
Oh, first of all, I fucking loved it.
Were you changed by Ratatouille, or were you changed?
I actually was.
Good.
Was it perfect, or are you stupid?
Okay, I do. No, I do find it to be a life-changing experience. That movie.
Yeah, it was fucking amazing. I can't wait to see it again. What's your history? What's your attachment? Post-film clarity, always weird dad shit. Okay, so anyway, what movie did we pick to watch, Lindsay?
We picked Stepbrothers. If it's not obvious already. This is probably my favorite comedy from growing up. I saw this movie way too young. Way too young. When it came out, I was 8.
Oh my god!
And
You were 8?
I was 20.
We had been visiting our dad, who we hadn't seen in a year, and he decided that we should watch Stepbrothers.
This is such unhinged dad.
Fucking
lore.
dads.
And ever since then, I think it's probably routed my humor entirely.
So my parents are divorced, and my dad visiting my dad with his girlfriend at the time and her son, and I was probably about like 8, 9, 10, somewhere around there, and he took me to go see Clerks 2 in the movie theater.
Oh my god.
In the movie
my
theater,
God.
I couldn't leave. Seeing this woman get fucked by a donkey with my dad.
Girl.
What am I
I'm
watching? What are you doing? And then have no conversation about it afterward. Like, okay, no, good movie night. Let's go home.
That was good, right?
What?
It was good seeing you.
I think I remember hiding under the pool table, and I hit my head. Like, I'm 8 years old, and I just saw this, like, Will Ferrell's ball sack, okay?
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Ron, do you have any movies that you were traumatized? Any dad lore?
What's some dad lore? No, I feel, thank God Mike Murphy was like also a fellow
Our
movie.
boy Mikey.
Mikey was a fellow movie buff, and he like introduced me to like, God, guys, I'm so sorry. My dad was like, hey, it's a 3-day weekend and we're snowed in. Like, I'm gonna show me and my sisters. I'm gonna show you guys the Rocky franchise, and like we're gonna watch the Star Wars trilogy and then the Godfather trilogy. I'm like, that's what we did over like it would be like Memorial Day weekend. And it's like, oh great, it's gonna rain for 3 days straight. Like, let's just watch the Godfather and get these girls into like real things. I had no idea. That's great. I don't think I saw Step Brothers. This is gonna be a crazy fact because I'm one of the Will Ferrell's biggest fans, and Hallie knows, and Melissa knows, and I'm like, oh, but like, I didn't see it, nor did I see like Blades of Glory like until way later.
What about you, Hallie?
So my dad trauma story includes. Okay, so it's not a movie, but y'all know Doctor Who. And do you guys know
yeah.
the Blink episode with Carey Mulligan? Shout out.
Yes, I've never seen it, but I shout out to the Ringerverse. I know what you're talking about.
Shout out to the Ringerverse. I didn't know they were nerds like that.
Mal and Joe covered it.
Oh, of course they did. Okay, so my dad showed me The Twilight Zone and Blink, a very famous episode of Doctor Who where the stone angels turn into demons if you don't look at them or if you blink. So it scared the living shit out of me.
Nightmare.
That's scary.
And it's one of the best episodes of TV of all time, like 100%, but it is so scary. So here's what's wild. Graduation. So every graduation for this private school, we would sing Time to Say Goodbye in Italian. But every time we'd practice it, people would go boats and hoes. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Wait,
Why are
so
people...
you can perform it in Italian just like the Catalina wine mixer?
100%, except they do it in Spanish for some weird reason. I don't know why Will Ferrell be singing that in Spanish, but yeah, 100%. And I used to so we used to practice it, of course, in high school choir.
Of course.
And we vibed out, man. It was it's such a rousing song. But then every time
crazy.
Somebody would be like, boats and hoes. And I was like, what is boats and hoes? And then I watched Stepbrothers and I was like, this is my shit. This is the best shit ever. And I just haven't stopped since. That being said, Blades of Glory is my number one Will Ferrell movie for some reason.
Wow. Oh my god. I don't think I can choose. I think if I did have to choose, though, it's probably Anchorman.
Oh, I do love Anchorman, of course. Ron Burgundy.
I think it's Anchorman. Oh my god. Ron Burgundy.
Ron Burgundy, come on.
I think it's his best character, but I don't know. I love him. I love Will Ferrell as well.
He's the best.
He is the best. So my dad lore, I think for raunchy comedies, I've been watching raunchy comedies since I was a little kid, so that was really nothing to me. Your girl grew up on Adam Sandler movies since I was 6 years old, so that's really
oh, come on.
Explains a lot. Yeah, Billy Madison came out when I was 6, and my parents just let me watch whatever. And then Happy Gilmore came out when I was 8. And we owned it on VHS, so I watched it pretty much every day. So raunchy comedies were not scandalous to me by this age. I was
sure.
I was not fazed anymore by any. I saw Borat opening day with my dad.
I love it.
That's amazing.
And Superbad. My dad was very just anytime there was a wild ass comedy, he was like, we're going opening day. And I was like, you're right. You're right. I'll see you there. So for me, it was more so when he would accidentally pick something really sexual to watch and didn't know. And I forget what we were watching, but there was a really deeply Oh, it was The Devil's Advocate.
Uh-oh.
It was The Devil's Advocate. There's this wild ass orgy scene. And he's and it's Keanu Reeves, and he's kind of fucking his sister?
Kind of.
What?
What do you mean, kind of?
Kind of.
Holy
Kind of.
shit, yo.
Kind of his sister. I don't know. And Al Pacino is the devil. Anyway, we thought it was just a legal drama, and then it turned into a literal orgy. A demon orgy. For a minute there at the end, and I was
Spoiler alert! No, I'm kidding.
Damn it, Al Pacino. We thought you were just a
Movie came
lawyer.
out,
You were the devil?
Yeah, the movie is 25 years old. There's no the spoiler statute of limitation has passed. I'm sorry.
No, that's fair. It's
But yeah,
25
there's
years.
a demon orgy.
Oh, I loved your little dance just now.
Demon orgy? Yeah.
Demon orgy.
Yeah. So that's my dad lore, but yeah. We used to watch a lot of movies together, so it really was hard to phase me, but that was one of the times where I was like, oh no. Oh no. I can't. I shan't.
I can't do
Like,
this.
no.
This one.
No, I remember old school, and I was at a friend's birthday sleepover, and her parents left, and we're like, let's go through their DVD collection, and we watched old school.
My good Southern Christian mom loves old school so much.
You're my boy, Blue.
She
You're my boy,
loves that
Blue.
fucking movie. I've never seen my mother laugh so hard in her life.
Oh man.
That's amazing.
It's unhinged.
One day we have a pitch for Will Ferrell. We want Veronica Murphy to play his daughter, Susie, the daughter of Buddy the Elf, in
Yes.
Elf 2.
I could so see that.
And we want...
This is our official campaign. We're starting this and be like, no, we have a pitch and logline for this.
Susie the elf?
Yep,
Script.
Veronica's
Yeah.
Susie. And
I would watch the hell out of that.
Melissa and I are just like drug dealers or something on Susie's journey. And
Susie
Susie
either,
goes to
like-
college.
She like returns back to part of elf culture, but she has to balance between that and New York City. But like 2025 New York City and
2025.
man.
So we're
Crazy.
crazy people that are like, come on, you gotta like come with us. And she's like, okay, like spirit of Christmas.
Don't give these
But-
ideas away for free.
no.
Our-
DM us at Partayyy on Instagram.
yeah. No,
Will,
Will,
if-
if you're listening, which we know you are.
Yeah,
this is
Will.
our pitch.
Obviously,
And-
obviously.
And we know that we're all sitting down, but Veronica is 6 foot.
Hell
So
yeah.
she's a tall queen. She looks like your daughter. She looks
Yes.
like a Christmas spirit elf. We got this. Okay?
I absolutely Zoe Deschanel, if you're listening too, listen. We're getting the band back together.
I could see it.
You have the
Yeah.
face for it. You have like the perfect face to be like a precious 6 foot elf. I see it for you.
Thank you.
Make it happen.
I think I was born for this
Like you
role.
need to get one of those like clip-on bangs. So then you
Oh,
have, like,
yeah.
Zoe
Oh, my
Deschanel's
God.
like bangs
Yup.
with your long, like dark hair. Just
Oh
like
my
clip-on
God.
bangs, like extension bangs.
Oh my
Oh
god.
God. Can't
Oh,
wait.
we've gone
Absolutely.
so far off the rails. Lindsay, get us back on. We're still on the intro, y'all.
Sorry. Summary. We're talking plots and themes. Plots and themes. Lots and lots and lots of plots and themes. I'm kidding. There's one plot. Lots of themes. The men stay at home. Their parents have trauma. And they're sleepwalking.
When was this movie made and who wrote it?
So this movie came out in 2008. It was directed by Adam McKay. It was written by Adam McKay and Will Ferrell. And John C. Reilly has a story by credit on this as well. So it's like Adam directed it, he wrote it with Will, and then John improvised so much that they basically were like, okay, you basically co-wrote this movie as well. So the three of them, this was like a hardcore like collaboration within this friendship, which Hallie will get into later, doesn't exist anymore.
Oh.
Whew, I'm gonna cry. Anyway, it's okay. We'll get into it. It's, oh god, it makes me so sad.
drama.
Anyway,
Is this drama?
there's, there's
Oh my
drama.
God.
Oh,
The
there's
boys
such tea.
the boys were fighting.
The boys
boys
fought really
The
nasty.
boys
We'll
were
get into it later.
fighting. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
gnarly.
yeah.
Wow,
girl.
plot
They're not
twist.
friends
I was not
anymore.
expecting that.
Oh, yeah. Well, Hallie knows the tea. And this movie stars, of course, Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell as Brennan, John C. Reilly as Dale, Mary Steenburgen as Nancy, Brennan's mother, Richard Jenkins as Robert, Dale's father, Adam Scott as Brennan's brother, Derek.
Derek.
Catherine Hahn, love of my life, as Alice, Derek's husband.
It's okay, you can say it. Derek's husband.
Derek's wife. And then just like a crazy supporting cast that's like the bench is like a mile deep on this one, but it's mainly those are the main players in this cast. And why did we pick this movie, Lindsay?
Well, this is one of my favorite movies ever. But also, we needed something a little light. Because it's been tough lately.
Yeah, we got tired of bumming ourselves out, and we wanted to end season 1 on a high note.
I can't remember when we had the thought to do Stepbrothers, but I think it was our most genius one yet.
It was very recent. It was just like on the fly. We were like, we should do something funny for the love of God. Because the episodes that are going to be leading up to this are Nosferatu and There Will Be Blood. Yeah. So,
oh my God.
I'm hearing toxic masculinity as a through line.
Oh,
I don't know.
Wow.
That's one of the themes.
My weird dad themes.
Ooh.
Yeah. I do sense.
Did you know that in your dad there is... No, just kidding.
B, we've moved past it.
Did you know did you think about Nosferatu, There Will Be Blood, and Stepbrothers as having the same themes? Now you have
they do.
Feminism. Period.
Oh my God. And and Lindsay, what happens in this movie?
So, two 40-year-old men still living at home become stepbrothers once their parents marry. The brothers meet their matches and the quick discovery that they are made to be best friends. It's an extremely quick turnover, I think like 2 weeks, when they realize that they're actually besties. And it's the evolution of wanting to hold on to the precious time of being a kid, but meeting the harsh reality of growing up and having to face the world as an adult.
Perfect summary. Look, Lindsay wrote that on the fly like earlier today.
Slay.
It's so like beautifully written and said. Meanwhile, like I'm just.
Wait,
It's
did we
just
watch the
dick
same
and fart
movie? I know
jokes.
it is the same movie, but
Because it's true though, but it's
It's
like it's a genius movie.
Did this movie win 10 Oscars? Yeah.
It should have. It fucking
Sorry.
should have. Oh God. And what are some themes of the movie? Hallie already threw out toxic masculinity, which actually, Lindsay, you go first.
My themes are growing up, friendship, and love.
Real.
So I said generational trauma, LOL, because it's just about your parents' inability to deal with themselves going down into you, and then
Yes.
you can't deal with yourself, and what happens when reality slaps you in the face like that. In this Oscar-winning movie. Sorry that I teed up your. Sorry that I teed up the toxic masculinity. I just wasn't ready for you to say your first movies going into this were Nosferatu and There Will Be Blood.
We contain multitudes.
That's right. What do y'all think, V and Rios?
oh yeah, same things, but also like I think a big theme for me is like parental guilt and not being able to know how to like handle like how to like you're like, okay, yeah, my kid was traumatized when they were like 16. And I was like, yeah, but they're 40. Like
They're 40.
they're 40. When you kind of sack up and be like, okay, get over it.
Exactly.
So parental guilt for sure.
That's a good one. Especially with the Mary Steenburgen's character. She's such a enabler, like pushover, just wants to protect Brennan from literally any and everything, to the point where he's just an invalid by the time we meet him in the movie.
In an unconventional way, it's a coming of age type of story.
No,
where it's
absolutely.
coming to terms with you are like Lindsay, I love the way you said it, that it's like, it's really about growing up, and it's far past the point of socially acceptable of being like not doing, but like of not like having like taking on the responsibility of being an adult, but also I do love that, like, not spoiler alert I guess, but it's like, staying true to yourself. Like there's a certain much of growing up, but you shouldn't lose yourself. And I feel like that's where they have to like, oh, we have to conform, we have to do this, and that's what like adults are supposed to be. And like, each adult has like, oh, I am supposed to do XYZ, I'm supposed to do that. And you're like, I mean, of course, this
I
is
have
blown.
to do this. I have to do that.
Right, like, they're like, oh, I can't really be an individual now. I have to go do this. And it's like, no, they're like, you have to go, you can sing, you can do this, you can do that, but, like, you also need to, like, have a job, pay your taxes, you know, maybe not live at home, maybe cook for yourself. I don't know. These are all things that, like, are kind of maybes by the time you're 40.
I guess.
You would think so. You would think
Amen.
so.
It's
Amen,
wild
sis.
that these men in this movie are only 2 and 3 years older than me.
I know. Yeah. I'm like, really?
That's
Like,
crazy.
it made me, like, judge, and I'm just like, oh my god. I'm like, this, no.
When she said, "Oh, Brendan's 39," I was like, "Oh, oh my god, my heart jumped."
I think
Oh my
It's
god.
not that far
Watching-
off from men this age.
Watching this when I was younger, it seemed so much older, but now that I'm watching it when I'm 25, I'm like, oh.
It's coming for you fast.
Could you imagine, like, now if this movie was made and they were, like, a dating, like, profile, and you'd be like,
Oh.
No.
like, what would
Tinder.
they fill out? I live in, you know, I have a, you know, house with, like, you know, the white picket fence, all this different stuff. You go home and it's like, no, like, you can come over whatever. We can play the drums, you know.
I fear I
can-
may fall for John C. Riley.
Lindsay.
You're Catherine Hahn.
Lindsay.
You're Catherine Hahn? She's Catherine Hahn, y'all. Yo,
Bitch.
that's a plot twist I didn't see coming.
I'm, Lindsay is amazing.
Lindsay,
I
fucking
need
I
you
love
to
that.
stand up.
Oh god, I love that.
you better keep that in this edit.
That stays in.
That stays in. Oh my god.
I'm marking it.
So funny.
Wait, I'll be real. If they were on dating apps, they'd be like, Mom, get the fuck out of here. I have a date. And she'd be like, oh, I'm so happy for you. Goes to a hotel
Yeah,
for
she's
the
like,
night.
oh, you are a keeper.
Oh my
You're-
God.
just remember your worth.
And you are an enabler.
Yeah. Oh, she is. Get the
my
fuck
gosh.
out, Mom. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
These people would be. I don't know if any of y'all are watching the rehearsal right now, but
No,
Dale
but I
and
know.
Brennan. Okay, there's this character. Oh my god. Unfortunately, he's a real life human man. There's a person on the rehearsal this season who has been kicked off of every dating app and Instagram and some other like sugar baby sites.
No!
And he's like, I don't know what the problem is. Like, I don't know. It's not me. I'm like, babe, if you've been kicked off of like 6 apps and Instagram, I fear it's you.
Might
Oh
be time.
no.
It might be time to look
It's-
inward.
It's you. It's you. And he's an airline captain.
What?
He's a
Oh
real
my
joke.
God.
Terrifying. This season of the rehearsal will literally give you nightmares and make you not want to fly anymore.
I'm never
I was like,
flying
damn.
again. That's crazy.
I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Not
Made
even
me
the
feel
collisions or falling out of the skies or the doors opening is what got me, but this creepy man
It's the
being
people.
yeah.
It's
This
the
man
people.
might have been in
pilot.
charge of our lives, guys.
He is in charge of our lives, I fear.
Oh no.
It's insanity. He's like, yeah, I don't know what the problem is. I don't know why like chicks don't like me.
Someone get this guy laid right now, so save our lives. Your own
No.
life. No, lay him
He
so that we don't
probably
die in
has
the
gotten
air.
laid, but like,
Yes. Sacrifice yourself just for one night for this guy, so that he doesn't kill us all.
sacrifice
what is this guy's name? Mencioni, whatever, that's in jail. Like, you have girls that like went to prison and like got married to Ted Bundy.
Oh, Luigi?
Yeah, Luigi,
Our
and then like
kid?
you had Ted Bundy. That like
Yeah.
you have crazy women out there. I'm like, just do something crazy and diabolical. Just go to jail for a bit, and then you'll find your wife. That's all.
Cheers, Luigi.
That's
terrible
crazy.
advice,
Are
but
you
also
saying that
genius
there are
advice.
people who actually went to jail to go meet these people? Is that what we're saying? Is that what we're saying?
Yes, Ted
That's-
Bundy met his wife in prison and had a kid with him.
Oh,
Girlie,
people are nuts.
That's crazy. That's the type of thing. My roommate, I still call her a roommate, even though we, like, the only reason we don't live together is because I married my husband. That's the only reason. She'll forever be my roommate. She and I used to have a phrase where because during COVID lockdown, we were locked down together and watched Twilight. Now, I know this is such a spin-off, but we'd be like, we used to just yell, like, go to college, Bella. Like, literally, like, open a book, read a thing, get your house in order. Like, these are not big problems. Like, instead of being like, should I damn myself for all eternities in order to marry this man? And you're like, oh,
Go
or
to
just
school, bitch.
go get a degree. Just do anything. And, like, literally in a year or two, like, this is not going to be a big problem. This is the type of thing where I'd be like, you know what, girl, go to college. Just wait in a year.
Go get some life experience outside of Forks and, like...
Hashtag go to college, Bella.
Go to college, Bella.
I'm definitely gonna use that.
Who gets the family Bible?
Oh my god, that needle drop is legendary. We'll talk about it later. Who
Sick.
gets the family Bible? A fantastic needle drop. Also, Boats and Hoes should have been nominated.
So we already kind of talked about our history and our attachment to this movie. Does everybody remember the first time y'all saw it? Whoever wants to go first. Lindsay, you already told yours, so whoever wants to go next. When did you see this movie for the first time?
I think I was on a rampage with my brother, and we watched, like, old school Talladega Nights. Like, we just had, like, a movie-a-thon. So it was, like, me and my brother just, like, sitting there, like, just, like, giggling and just, like, watching, like, all Will Ferrell's movies, but watching Stepbrothers. Because, like, we've had, like, my dad had girlfriends and whatnot, and, like, we meet their kids, and we're like, yeah, fuck that guy.
When did you see it for the first time, Hallie?
So I watched it after, my my high school chorus was singing "Time to Say Goodbye," and I was just
right.
wait, this is insane, and I just love it. I quote it all the time. So
Were you in high school when this came out?
no, I was in middle school, so I wasn't allowed to watch it for a minute.
Wow.
And then I know it's ew, it's ick, but I watched Talladega
I'm like, you
Nights
make me
real
feel
early.
so old.
I know, same.
Like, I was, like, in college.
Yeah, me too. I was a junior in college when this came out.
I watched it much later. I watched it when it was out on, like, DVD or whatever, but I think, I don't remember the moment I watched it, but I just remember thinking, like, when they were doing the sleepwalking scene and then the bunk bed scene and other stuff, it was just so amazing. I just love it. But it was dirty as hell.
That's funny.
Like, I just feel like me and my brother have, like, so many stepbrother moments. Like, we're actual siblings, but me and him, like, we did have bunk beds. Like, we used to fight like that. I was like, don't touch my recorder, brother. Oh, and, like, wrestling and feel like and getting in trouble. So we had so many, like, stepbrother-esque moments growing up
It
that,
is
like,
very,
we just
very
loved it.
relatable. If you have siblings that you, like, fake beef with like this, my sister and I used to have bunk beds as well, which was extra funny because we're 12 years apart.
Oh my God.
So when I was 16, she was 4, and imagine me. I'm, like, old enough to drive, and I'm arguing with a 4-year-old every day. Like,
Iconic.
she would not sleep in her own. Get out of my room! No, literally, she wouldn't get out of my room. She would not get out of my room. She slept on the top bunk of my bunk bed. That wasn't for her. She had her own room for, like, 3 years. She would not sleep in her own room. So we basically shared a room voluntarily. Didn't have to. For, like, 3 years. And she, we used to argue over, like, stupid little shit, like, just like that.
That's so cute.
It was a good time. It was fun.
I had a bunk bed too, and we actually
Bunk beds!
Yeah, I think when we were like 14, we cut it in half. So we did the opposite.
Lindsay!
Crazy.
You split up the bunk bed?
Yeah.
My mom got us, like, old school bunk beds that, like, they were twin beds on the side, but they were wooden like theirs.
Yeah.
But they were twin beds, obviously. But then you can stack them. So, like, we could like ours was stackable, so then we could like take it apart and we're like, I don't like you anymore, bro. I'm gonna sleep on this side of the room. And then we're like, we're best friends, and like stack them up like a breakup, but we're still in the same room. I'm like, I don't like you
Yes.
anymore.
Yeah. I would do that with my sister like probably once a week. I'd be like, get out of my room! Go away! And then I'd be like, you can come back.
Don't touch my drum set, you shout to a 4-year-old.
A 4-year-old, yeah. And I'm like applying for colleges.
My niece was born when I was 10 years old, so we're 10 years apart. And she would like, it was in that phase where I was still playing with my Barbies and like about, and I was like, stop playing with my
Oh.
dolls. Like, get out of my Barbie dream house. Oh, my mom's like, you're too old. And I'm like, screw you, mom. This is my choice.
Old? I'm 10.
10.
Yeah.
No, I will never. That's so true.
Don't touch it!
That's so sweet. Oh my god.
I love it. Oh my god.
Oh, before we move on, one thing I forgot to mention earlier. This is, I think, the second Blu-ray I ever owned in my life.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Wow, we just did Miss Congeniality. That's your other one.
I had Miss Congeniality on DVD, and I don't know where it is. I think my mom has it, but Stepbrothers I do have. Lindsay and I watched it literally 3 days ago. That disc is what? Almost 20 years
Wow.
old, 17 years old. It's 17 years old. I bought it when I was living in my first apartment when I was 20. And I played this movie pretty much on a loop for my entire junior year of college. I think I played this shit like literally every day.
Oh my
every day.
God. Your stepbrothers is my Pitch Perfect.
Oh, okay.
My
See,
roommate
that's a
hated me
generational. Yeah.
all through
Yeah.
college, and she'd get home, she's like, again.
Again? Yeah, this movie was on every day. I only owned like 2 movies. It was like this
Yeah.
or it was The Dark Knight. I'm sorry. What do you want?
It was like for me, it was like this, and then I owned this, and then she owned like 2 seasons, not even like back-to-back seasons of Sex in the City. And
That
so
is
it was
deranged.
that or Pitch Perfect, or she had like one DVD of Venture Brothers, the cartoon. So
I
it was
love
like
Venture Brothers.
Sex in the City, Pitch
That's
Perfect, or
crazy.
Venture Brothers.
That's
What are we
so
watching
funny.
today? Because we didn't have cable.
Wow. Oh my god. All right, get us back, Lindsay. Get us back on track.
I think I'm obsessed with this movie, probably because of how many times I watched it when I was younger, but I don't know, I think every line is genius. I think it was so well crafted, but like getting to be an adult, being a child, it's like not having the authority of parents and getting to do whatever you want, but I don't know. I think it's fascinating watching it as an adult now and like getting to watch it other than the humor.
Yeah, like see them be like big like man
Yeah.
babies, you
Yeah.
mean?
I had 2 mixed feelings. One, I was like, get your shit together. And then by the end of the movie, I was like, I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
I want to live at home.
Literally.
You're like, Dad, $20 is not enough money. So jealous. I'm like, I want to be that kid.
Yeah, there is like a slight sense of jealousy now that I'm about these people's age, and I'm like, damn, living at home and like not having to pay bills or like ever feed myself or like work.
That would be kind of tight.
Yes.
I wanted to talk about the man-child cinema of this era,
Oh my God,
and
yes.
like how it was so prevalent at this time. You know, it was like Knocked Up, 40-Year-Old Virgin, Super Bad. There was just like this whole stretch of like movies about men who acted like they were teenagers, who were in their late 30s, early 40s, and up. And I don't know, like culturally, what was going on at the time that made this such a recurring. I think it was just because of the creators that were making this work. You know, it was all like
They were all man-child.
yeah,
Man-children.
exactly. It was Judd Apatow, Adam McKay, Todd Phillips, and it was like the same 3 to 5 like immature Gen X white guys who were like, isn't this so funny? And I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes. Sometimes. Yeah.
I loved every bit of it. Well, Super Bad I watch on repeat, and I'm like, this Super Bad was like, I chicky yeah, chicky yeah. I was like,
I think
I love Superbad.
this one is probably my number one of this era. It's the only one that I own besides, ironically, I do own the campaign. And I don't
Because
know
it's
why.
a really good movie. It's a really good movie with some unknown talent.
I
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of him.
Galifianakis.
Zach
Galifianakis.
He's like a brand new actor. He's
I
never.
don't know if you've heard of him.
You've never heard of him. He's
Zach G.
up and coming. I own the campaign for some reason. Oh, and Blades of Glory.
Yes.
I do own Blades of Glory. But I think there was something different about this one that puts it above the rest for me. The way it's shot beautifully. This movie is shot on film. It looks fucking incredible. It is the music is so beautiful, and it's made by John Bryan, who also did the music for like Magnolia and just like
Lady
just,
Bird.
like, Lady Bird, yeah. I can't think of anything else right now, but John Bryan is like a PTA guy. He's does basically all the movies for like any serious indie, and then he's like, also, I'm a goofball, and I'm gonna do this this man-child Stepbrothers movie and make it sound incredible. It just looks better. It sounds better. The costuming is amazing. It's just there's something about this that is like slightly elevated to me above like other movies from this time period. And I love that the way that they decide to become adults isn't because they got a girl pregnant or because their like nagging bitch wife is like making them, you know. It's not because they're like partners, or it's not because their female partners are like, oh, you have to grow up, you know. There's no like nagging wife type of situation, or like, oh, I'm gonna have a kid now, I guess I have to grow up. Like, though that's where Judd Apatow loses me a little bit. With some of his earlier movies, I'm just like,
that was his MO.
Yeah.
no.
It really
And
was.
he would cast his own wife in those roles.
Yeah,
I'm
Leslie
he does.
Mann.
Okay.
I was like, how are you doing this to your wife?
Are you okay?
She's so amazing. And I'm like, are you trying
Yeah.
to tell her you don't want to be, you're forcing him to like grow up? And he's like, fine, I'm going to write this into a movie
It's a
About
vibe.
you.
about you,
It's
and you're going to
some
be
vibe.
in it.
They
I'm
got
like, I don't know what their relationship is like.
Yeah,
but,
she's in all of his movies.
all of them, and she's always the most like annoying, like nagging, like.
Yeah,
Oh my god,
kind
her
of-
role in 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yes.
oh my God, that was so funny. But also,
She's
like,
incredible.
I felt so bad for Paul Rudd's character in Knocked Up because she was like, and I was like, I see her point, but she is kind of like, and I was like, and then this is 40 when they came back,
I
and I
was
was
gonna
like,
say, have you seen This Is 40? I think it's
Yeah.
even worse. I couldn't.
it's even
finish it. It
worse,
pissed me
yes.
off.
And I'm like, man, you really have painted her in a horrible light.
This is your wife. You've been together for like 30 years. Why are you doing this? It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's so weird. So yeah, I do appreciate that this movie isn't like villainizing the female characters like at all. The women in this movie are so smart and so
It's so
funny.
weird.
And they're like
I love how weird everyone is.
also very weird and quirky. Yeah. They're not like the stick in the mud, type of like nagging women. I so appreciate that because many movies from this time period cannot say the same.
No. Like you literally
Pisses me
were
off.
saying that, and I'm thinking about all the movies, like 10 Things I Hate About, and not 10 Things I Hate About You, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, He's Just Not That Into You. What's the one with the SJP and Matthew McConaughey?
Failure to Launch.
Yeah, Failure to Launch.
yeah.
And then the breakup, and I'm like, these comedian
Oh.
guys have these like all-star women, like partners, and
Yep.
the women are made to look like bitches. And I'm just like,
Yes.
what?
Yes, 100%. Always, always. It's like, oh, this
Right.
stupid bitch who's so annoying. I'm like, you mean Leslie Mann, one of the funniest women in the world?
Yeah, I'm just trying to be understood.
Yeah, like she's always got to be like, oh, like just because she wants like a career outside of a house, she's like therefore can't want like anything else in the house. Like there's one or the other. Yeah, I see your point. Like it's that's actually a really good point. Oh my gosh.
Thank you. And in this one, they're like, I just want to grow up for my parents and for each other. It's not because of a woman. And I love that. It's one of the few movies that doesn't do that.
Yeah, and to be honest, like they actually show, like they're like, no, we're gonna be better for like our parents. Like we need to
Mm-hmm.
be more serious.
The
And I was like, I
Catalina
love that.
wine mixer.
Catalina wine mixer.
Catalina
And I like how
wine
it's the
mixer.
parents who like find each other and they're like, oh, we'll never really like they find romance again, and like they're I say again in the sense that like they're both single and they're like
Yes.
obviously when they're I love it's actually such a funny like sequence of like they're like hooking up and they're like I have to tell you something, like I do this, I do that, I do this, and they're like he's like I have to tell you something, like my 40-year-old son still lives with me at home. And like he obviously this has been a deal breaker before, which like obviously like kind of would be a deal breaker because you're like what else happened in between. And then for the other partner to be like my 39-year-old lives at home, and they're like okay, and then they're like there we go, they find and they trauma bond. And I like how
That's a
they
trauma
support
bond,
each
baby.
other and being like, you know what, like maybe we do need to encourage them to like go out on their own. And I like also like that the opposite, like the other like men in the movie are like Derek the brother is like also, even though he kind of like has like the picture perfect family and like all this different stuff, like he's also not perfect. Like he's the worst. Oh my god, I love like it's just like
The
it's so
worst.
stupid, like in the sense that like he's got like everything you could possibly want, but he's not like the hero. He's still like, because he's like such an asshole that you're like, even though you have all of these
No.
things, but he's like not a good person. But like everyone else is a good person. Like Brennan and Dale, they are good people. They're true to themselves, and like they do need to grow up, but they shouldn't lose themselves because Derek is the worst. And like just because you have a a family
Oh
or
my
a
God.
job or like a house or six pack, I love that shot where it's just cut to it's clearly not him, and they make it
It's clearly not
so
him.
amazingly obvious that it just makes
The
it even
body
funnier.
double.
But like just because you have all that like doesn't mean you're like an adult. It means that you're just like he's still like childish in the way too. Like he's a bully to his brother, and I like that.
Oh, 100%. He's such a bully, and he's so desperate for
Yes.
the father's attention
Yeah.
and his like admiration and adoration. You're right. That's a really good point. Derek is extremely childish. He's just childish in a different way.
That's why him and Brendan are actually the same. So because neither one of them grew up past like 15 or 16. Like he was like mocking him when he was like a 14-year-old, and like he's the younger brother. They never grew up. He's still the same bully. Like they're both still the same people.
Right, like people don't really grow up if they're still like
He's
if they're
like-
still a bully.
Still a
Like,
bully
they're
and a
still a
dick.
bully.
And clearly, like, the parents love Dale and Brennan. Like, they love, I mean, I guess Dale is an only child, but, like, Brennan, she clearly loves more because he, like, is a better son to her, as crazy as that is, like, than Derek.
Literally.
And, like, I think they clearly love, I think it's just a very sweet movie in a weird way. Like, they clearly love their kids, and then the kids clearly love them, even though they like shout at them and crazy stuff, but they're like protective. And the love story
They fucking love their parents so much.
that when he's like, don't you fucking talk to my mom like
Your
that.
liver spotted hands.
Off my mother.
My mother's a saint.
Which is true. She's the sweetest mom. Okay, the women in this movie rock.
in everything she's ever been a mom in, I'm like, I want her to be my mom. And my mom's lovely. I love my mom so much. But I'm like, I want her to be my mom.
And then
She's doing her best.
she's doing her best, and they really love each other, which is like so randomly sweet. And like when they dance at the Catalina wine mixer to get back together, it's so like, yes, they did it. Like, I don't know.
This movie is like low-key romantic. There is such a vibe, and it's like, it's one of the few movies that focuses on like older adults like falling in love
Yes.
and like having a relationship.
It's a movie about love.
Nancy Meyers, Stepbrothers.
Yeah, it's Something's Gotta Give and then Stepbrothers. As far as older people falling in love. What's your favorite scene and does it involve nutsack? What's your favorite scene and does it involve butt cracks? Oh, so Lindsay, what are some of your favorite scenes?
My favorite scene is definitely when they first get to Robert and Dale's house and they're like, you can call me Dragon. But more importantly, when they're like across from each other and then it does the Stepbrothers. Oh my God, it's beautiful.
The opening titles of this movie are incredible. Yeah.
I was like, I rewatched it again last night, and I was like, oh, that's so beautiful. And then they start from there too, like on like the shot reverse shot from there too, and I'm like, oh,
It's shot incredibly well. It looks amazing. I'm not even being sarcastic. Like the cinematography, I love when
beautiful.
when stupid ass comedies are also like shot really well. Like Tropic Thunder, for example.
Gosh.
It looks like a Vietnam War movie for real. Like it's shot like it's Apocalypse Now, but
I love that movie.
it's incredible.
Unfortunately, I think it ages well.
No, it ages perfectly. In fact,
People have gone crazy, and people would do that shit. Like,
100%. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. What's another one of your favorite scenes, Lindsay?
The bunk bed scene, but specifically when they go and ask Nancy and Robert and they're like, so like,
And they're like not getting it.
like
Robert's like, I don't care.
so
Just do it.
no, my sister and I always quote, "I don't give a fuck," and then they go, so.
so funny.
You're adults. You can do what you want.
So
And then the
They
mom's
just,
like,
are
yes,
not getting
they're
it yet.
bonding. And he's just like, I fucking hate my life.
They need the confirmation. So, I can't remember which part of this is an extended scene, but I'm sure Lindsay would know. But my favorite scene that we haven't talked about yet is definitely the job application montage.
It's incredible.
It's it's I'm crying
the
just
long
thinking
fart,
about it.
like,
Oh my god.
onions and ketchup.
Seems kind of fucked up now. Yeah. There's part of it. Oh, I know which part it is. Is it the pan thing? What is the extended scene in that, Lindsay? Because I remember you freaking out because you're like, I've never seen this part before. And I
The
was like,
Pan
girly.
Pam is in the theatrical,
Theatrical?
but I don't think it's like as like extended. Like it's definitely condensed. I think
I see.
like some of the job interviews were not in the theatrical.
At all.
Yeah.
I gotta find this thing.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like, did I watch all of the interviews or cut off one?
Which version I don't know if we talked about this already, but which version did all of y'all watch? Because I'm extended only. That's the only version of this movie I've ever seen.
Theatrical for me.
Oh, wow.
I can't even remember. I was like, I just like put it on.
Oh,
I
no.
think
Yeah.
I've watched it now so many times, but I feel like it would be extended because it was later I had watched it. And everyone's like, it's kind of like, it's like when people introduce you to like Lord of the Rings as the first, they're like, you can't watch the theater.
You gotta
Yeah.
watch the extended.
And it's like, you have to watch Harry Potter on Peacock because they have the extra scenes and
Yeah.
not any
Yeah.
of the other ones.
I mean, I own those on DVD, but sure,
Gotta watch
yes,
that.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, so anyway, long story short, any of the extended scenes are my favorite, and the extended scenes are throughout the movie. It's an extra 7 minutes, if anyone is interested. I think most of them are very funny. It does kind of drag the pace a little bit towards the end. Right, Lindsay? Would you say, now
Yeah,
that you've
I
seen
mean,
it?
I think it just adds to how unhinged it is. Because if you think Stepbrothers is unhinged, the extended version, it just gets kind of awkward, but still like within the Stepbrothers universe.
For sure, for sure.
Oh man, I feel like Adam McKay loves doing that because he's so Mr.
they-
Improv, Mr. Shout Out to like.
Oh, they love to riff.
It's like keep going, keep going.
Yes.
The Anchorman Extended is similarly awkward. It's like less funny because
Yes.
it's too much crazy, but there are some gems in there. Like
There
Veronica
is, for
Corningstone
sure.
just being like,
It's like you're just like waiting for the director to say cut, and you're like, do I have to keep going? Keep on saying jokes?
The Christmas party scene or the Christmas dinner.
Yes. Yes.
Uh,
There's a whole
Oh my god,
second,
that's my favorite scene.
there's a second Christmas scene. That's a whole nother Christmas.
Oh, that's
Remember?
right.
there's two
my-
Christmases.
Yes.
Yes,
There's two
that's
Christmases
right.
in the
I need to
extended
go watch
version.
the extended version immediately. I'm so disappointed. I did not see that one then.
yeah.
I
You
only
mean,
know
like,
the
at
one
the end?
scene.
There's an there's one at the end, but there's another one earlier in the movie. I think after
Yes.
they fucked up the boat.
Yes.
There's it's after Derek's birthday scene when they fucked up the boat. That's also extended as well in the version I watched. There's a way longer like birthday speech thing happening that's fucking terrible. Like in a good way terrible. And then right after that I think there's the first family Christmas and it's Dale and Alice having sex while everyone is at the dinner table
Yeah.
like having Christmas and Lindsay was
Yeah.
like
That
horrified.
was not theatrical. And it was like the first time it was funny, but then they they kept going, and it was like,
Oh no!
Oh, no.
I was like, you mean the bathroom one where she bombards him in the bathroom and like climbs
No,
on
no,
him
no.
on the seat?
No,
There's
no,
another
no.
one?
Yeah.
yeah,
Catherine
Yeah.
Hahn.
Yeah. It's
Glorious
like
woman.
Dale and Alice get like how do I put this? They get stuck together, I'll say. There's a
Sounds
there's
great.
there's a fusing of sorts. And
Wow.
she walks out of the kitchen with John C. Reilly still in her. And
Oh!
then okay, so none of you have seen this version then. Wow.
No, I haven't
I'm
seen
looking for that
absolutely-
version immediately.
Wow.
Me too.
Immediately.
I thought I did
I'm
because
like,
there's
hold on.
Y'all need to lock in.
We gotta lock in.
I already found it. It's on Prime. I can rent it. It says unrated edition.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god. Okay,
If it's like 7 minutes to 10 minutes longer than the theatrical,
Yeah,
that's the one.
first
That's the
one is an hour 38, and then this
Yeah.
one's an hour 46. I'm like,
That's the one.
Oh,
There we go.
found it.
Lock in. Thank you, Melissa.
You can rent it for $3.59. Going
Hell yeah.
in.
Thank you, Jeff Bezos, I guess. I guess.
I guess.
359 exact. That's kind of a
They
random.
couldn't have done 369. Come on, guys. It's right there.
Nice.
Nice.
no appreciation for the art.
No,
I know. You're right.
no class.
No class. No respect for the bit.
I know. Come on.
Oh my god. I love
And
it.
Hallie, what are some of your favorite scenes?
Oh my god, so many. So Brendan and Dale bonding, but when Brendan specifically sings to him and he's like, "Let's give us something to talk about," and then Dale just has the most awe-inspired look on his face and goes, "Brendan, I gotta tell you something. You sound like Fergie and Jesus."
My best friend from college and I used to say that to each other every goddamn day, every day.
Yes.
For several years, because she was a singer or is a singer. And I'd always tell her she sounded like Fergie and Jesus.
Did she go, "My soul felt like it left my body, went up and came back, and it just I felt like I was on a roller coaster. Like,
So
love
funny.
it.
Speaking of singing, you said you have is there another one that you want to throw out there?
Oh, it's Boats and and then of course the original Boats and Hose song.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wait, there's a whole other
Oh,
between
we
Boats
haven't
and Hose
talked
and
about.
I'm on a boat.
We haven't talked about the
Yeah.
boats and hose scene, have we?
The music
guess
video.
not.
Yeah,
It's very
yeah.
important.
It's
Oh
a
my God.
it's a beautiful masterpiece. Oh my god.
Prestige worldwide.
That
Wide. Wide. Wide.
Wide.
I think I think the Prestige Worldwide scene is extended as well. I think there's more
Oh
of that
my God.
presentation.
there's more. There's more
more.
to it.
There's more.
I just the music video is like it's so amazing that it's
so
like
aggressively like 2010.
yes. It
Sorry,
couldn't
it's
be
giving
louder.
me Lonely Island vibes, and I was like so into that. I'm like, yeah.
Absolutely. I wonder which one came first. I feel like this was around the
Oh.
same time as I'm on the boat. Was this the same year?
It had to be
It had
fact
to be.
checking.
How wild
There-
would that be?
in the there like SNL sphere, like Andy Samberg and Will
Yeah.
Ferrell, like that they're like, okay, there's echoes of it that they're like either we have to give ode.
So it's
Oh,
a Boats
yeah.
and Hoses 2008, and I'm on a Boats 2009. So definitely
Damn.
came from
There's
this.
no
It
way.
definitely
Wow.
I'm on a boat came from Stepbrothers. I'm like, bravo, guys.
Holy shit. Look at that. Look at art, imitating life.
Is it
imitating
just me, or
art.
does John C. Reilly look really randomly hot in that music video? Like sometimes when he's got the glasses on, I'm like, I don't know why, but you're looking.
I will
really
let
good.
Lindsay speak to that.
I kind of find him hot in general.
I agree.
That's Lindsay's man.
I just think he's a good looking man.
okay.
like him.
I love it. He is so handsome.
I think he's so handsome.
He has like an adorable, like he's has like an interesting, adorable look. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Aw." I'm like, okay.
But you know what? I don't find John C. Reilly hot, but his son, y'all.
I haven't
His
seen
son?
his son.
Okay, well
Look
now
him
I
up right
gotta-
now.
Now I'm looking
him
at
up right now.
Now I'm looking at him up.
He's so hot.
I
He
literally
has a son?
he's
Yes.
Oh,
Right?
Ooh.
Hold up,
Oh,
hold
up.
okay. Oh, hello. I was like,
my God.
who wants a mustache ride? I do.
Wait, stop. Why do I? Is he an actor too? I feel like I've seen
He
him in
might be.
stuff.
His son
He's
has
hot as
different
fuck.
colored eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
What the
I'm
heck?
like, what?
I
Stop,
saw
is
him.
he
Yeah,
beautiful?
that's him. I saw
Holy
him a
shit.
few years ago on a
Musician?
red carpet, and I was like, "Oh my god, who is that?
Oh, who?
Good job, John
Who
C.
is
Riley
that?
and wife.
How the
Wow.
fuck?"
Damn.
Right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you
Like-
did.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, I really like John C. Reilly. I love any movie he's in. Walk Hard.
Oh yeah, masterpiece.
Dewey Cox.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Dewey Cox story.
Magnolia.
Yes.
Lindsay, if they do a remake of this, you have to play Catherine Hahn's part.
Alice?
Just be like, you need to be Alice.
Oh my God. I could
So you're
so
like-
be Alice.
Absolutely, you could be Alice. Oh my god.
Wow, that's
You're
so
just-
funny.
Oh, you'd be so good at that. If anyone's listening for a reboot of this, to be like just another Alice. Be like,
Crying.
"Hello." Oh my god.
Yeah, I feel like that's the energy.
I love you,
Lindsay would
Dan.
bring.
Oh my god.
Stay golden, pony boy.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to act.
And I wouldn't have to. I just love also that, like, I guess I thought to myself, like, the just logistics of the scene where they shot and edited this, and then they made everyone sit down and watch it, and then they're like, oh shoot, and the boat they show the boat getting destroyed, and it's like you could have just left that out. Like, we're all watching.
Yeah.
For no fucking reason. Just to do this stupid music video.
It's so amazing.
That
And they're
They
like,
had to destroy a boat. They had to destroy a boat.
A real boat.
A real boat. I was like, oh,
this is what the budget went into. Yeah, it was for the boat.
it was just for the boat, to crash the boat.
This budget was pretty insane. I looked it up one time. Let me see. It was pretty fucking high. It was 65 million. Yeah.
holy
Dang.
crap.
Wow.
65
For the boat.
million.
And isn't there a
For the boat.
helicopter for no reason?
There's helicopters, there's boats. They had to, I don't remember if I said it or not yet, but spoiler alert, there is one prop that was $25,000, if you can guess what it was.
Is it the samurai sword?
No. Good guess, though. Great
The
guess.
Randy Jackson signed samurai sword.
No, it's not the sword, but you're like lukewarmish. It's
It's not the drum set. It's not the drum set, is it?
no, it's not that.
That
but
would be
it's related.
crazy. It's the drumstick.
It's related.
Sizzling hot.
You're super hot.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh, the ball sack.
Yes,
Yes.
the nutsack cost $25,000.
What the fuck?
They were custom made, real
Oh my
like
God.
silicone.
I'm dead.
I'm not gonna lie, that is like one of my favorite scenes, because I was like, he's not gonna show the dick, and then they did. I was like,
Screaming.
literally
always-
The first
screaming
time
out
I
loud. I
saw
was like,
that.
no, they didn't. No, they didn't. And then they show it like rubbing on top of the drum head. Oh, I was dying. I was crying. I was like, oh my God, this is the funniest shit ever.
Yeah, those cost that much money, and Will Ferrell still has them to this day.
Beautiful. How
Okay,
beautiful.
that makes me so happy to hear, because when they were doing press for You're Cordially Invited, they were Reese was talking about, she got to keep the costumes for Elle Woods, and it was in her contract, and they're like, Will, what have you kept? And he's like, I've kept a lot, and just like didn't say anything really.
And you're like, what does that mean, sir?
I'm like, no, like you need to. I have the balls.
Say it. I have the ball sack.
Maybe like he did. Maybe in another interview he must have, but because I'm like, that's an amazing thing. I'm like, I would have remembered if you were like, no, I kept the ball sack because it was a custom made.
He has them, and like legend has it that he brings them out at dinner parties to like terrorize his guests with. I was like,
Terrorize.
what a king.
I thought of this and I was like, oh my God, he has it. I was like, I would totally like have a cup of tea with the ball sack hanging outside of it. So it's like tea bagging your own your
Yes.
actual tea.
Amazing.
Like, hey guys, how you doing?
It's amazing. How you do and walk out and don't acknowledge them. I
Yeah,
was like,
and you're all like, what's up? It's just
What's
like,
up?
the fuck?
All right, lightning round. If you were gonna hide a nutsack somewhere or use it as like a gag, where would you put them? You're already off the hook, Melissa, because
I have.
a literal teabagging is perfect. I think you already won, but Veronica, what you got?
I'd make them into salt and pepper shakers. Everyone has to use them.
Shit.
And the butter would be the shaft. Like it'd be a butter dish that was the shaft. And have them just on the table.
I'd put them in the bathroom so that anytime a guest used the restroom, they'd be like, what is that? That's what I'd do.
I would probably cover them, or I would fill them with catnip and make it a cat toy.
Just like look over, your cat's licking the balls.
Yeah, exactly.
Your cat is licking something.
Don't worry about it. She's fine.
It's fine.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
my
my
God.
god.
Wait, Lindsay, what would you do?
I love a nice ball sack car decal.
Stop it. I'm just...
Hanging in the in your rear
Yeah, in the
mirror.
The
middle.
rear view.
That's
Shit,
awesome.
I should have thought of that.
God damn it, Lindsay. Truck
And if
nuts.
you were-
You got it. Oh, man.
Oh my god, I hope, and I wish you would be like an Uber or a Lyft driver just to get these reactions. Like, oh shit.
All the little individual hairs.
I'm so...
Just swing.
And then like the cab driver's like super creepy with like a mustache, and it'll like, hey, check this out, and grabs the nuts on. They're like, cop.
Totally off beat, sorry, but my favorite line in the whole movie is I like to keep a lot of fresh fruit around the house. Don't forget it. That's the one my sister and I quote to each other all the time. I like to keep a lot of fresh
Hallie,
fruit around the house.
that's where you should keep your balls, so people think they're reaching for a plum, and
Oh my god,
it's not a plum, it's a ball sack.
Fruit dish is a good runner-up. Yeah. Oh, wow. A fruit ball. Oh, my God. Lindsay, get us back on track.
Beautiful.
Who's the best performance in Stepbrothers? I would have to say it's tricky. Who does not love Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly? I know, especially Lindsay. Who is the best? Richard Jenkins. All of the actors, they fucking slayed in this movie, and they should come do it again. We have a pitch for them. Butts and hoes.
Who's everyone's favorite performance?
Ooh. I'm going to go for... no, I'll let my guests go first. Yeah.
Including Dale and Brennan, all of them.
Yeah. Anyone's on
I'm
the
like,
table.
they're amazing. I'm like,
I know.
This is really tough.
There's so many MVPs in this movie, too. You can go up and down this cast. Everybody's a winner.
I think I love the mom because she's just like
Mary.
she's just so sweet, and she's like she'll say the most insane shit, but she'll just be a mom.
Yeah.
So I think that she might be my MVP, where she's just like, he's like, you don't know who John Hopkins is. And he's like, we were blazing that shit up every day.
I love Mary Steenburgen in this movie. I love her. She's so lovable.
Me, Sloane Ketter, and Johnny Hopkins.
Hallie, who else you got for favorite performances?
Sorry, I'm laughing too hard. Will Ferrell, just my boy Will. He just, there's something about him where even when he's like 100% meaning what he's saying, where he like hates Derek, and like he's even a more bigger asshole than you, and then he's like getting beat up by his friends, or like when he grows up, I'm like genuinely sad, and I'm like, no, you don't have to grow up, son. You're adorable.
I know. Will Ferrell has like, he does have that kind of like precious, like innocent energy no matter what he's doing.
I know.
I think he's a Cancer. I'm almost positive he is. Hallie's like furiously typing right now. Will Ferrell
I know,
birthday.
right? What is his birthday? Yeah, his birthday is July 16th.
Hey.
Let's go.
Yeah, he's one of y'all.
Wait.
And
Not
Adam
to bring
McKay
this
is
up, but-
obviously an Aries.
Fuck.
And so is Adam Scott.
That's why he cut him the fuck off, because he's a Cancer. It's so sad, actually.
I still didn't get to hear that.
Oh my God, we never talked about the drama?
No, not yet.
Should we say it now or later?
Ooh, well, we're almost. Let us get through the favorite performances, and then
Yeah,
we'll
of
drop
course.
it at the
Yeah.
top of the next segment for
That's
sure.
a good one. That's
I
a good
forgot
one.
to Wow. Oh my God. Okay, don't let me forget.
Drama.
The boys.
Drama between... For the pod, Marikita just wrote, drama between the boys.
Please.
I just don't want to forget.
Yeah.
forget.
No, I love it.
It's really important stuff.
It is.
Lindsay, who are some of your favorite performers?
Brandon and Alice. Easy as
So,
that.
speak on Catherine Hahn. What do you love about her performance?
I really like how weird she is. She's so weird. She's a freak.
Freak on Maine.
I love the end scene, the montages of everyone having their favorite memories with Brennan. And then, or I guess both of them, but then Catherine Hahn, Alice, she is in like the forest. And Dale is what is he? He's a like the half
He's
horse.
a centaur.
Yeah, he's a centaur.
Oh my god! Yes. When she has like her dirty Lord of the Rings type fantasy. Yes.
And she
yes.
it's like the made up language. I love
She's
that
like
scene.
speaking backwards or something. So funny. I love Catherine Hahn. I was so happy she got like her big glow up finally with like Agatha and the past couple years. She's been grinding it out for like 20, 30 years in this industry, and she's finally like, she's arrived. This is her time. This is her moment.
I'm gonna jump on Lindsay's Will, of course.
Yes.
Catherine Hahn, of course, but yeah, because she is just so funny. Because she's just so quiet throughout the movie, and then she pops up and goes wild, and she's so wonderfully comes in hot, so wonderfully sexually charged, and so wonderfully weird. Because this is her time. She's set to play Joan Rivers in a limited series on Showtime.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And
I'm
Also,
so
you guys,
excited.
if you haven't seen it, watch The Studio.
Yes.
Talk about a rock star cast, and like she's like hood, and she's like marketing, and I'm like, oh my god, this is my queen. I love this woman so much.
She's so fucking funny on the show. Lindsay, it's on Apple TV Plus. You can watch it right now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She's like
I
one
love
of the
Catherine Hahn.
It's so
one
good.
of the supporting characters.
Did you guys see Mrs. Fletcher? I think that's what it's called.
Yes.
I
I had a
know.
friend who
Yeah.
worked on that. She's a whore in that. It's awesome.
Yes.
What?
Uh,
Hold on,
she
need
is-
to add it to my watch list.
I've been adding more and more things to my watch list.
That's
my
in.
good friend worked on that in the accounting department, and so I watched it to support, and it was horny. It was crazy.
yeah.
What's horny? I
All
love that.
right. Say less.
Yeah, horny Catherine Hahn is back. She was back.
We love to see it. I love Richard Jenkins in this movie. The
Yes.
more over the years that I see this movie, he like high key is probably my favorite character. Just like this downtrodden, like irritated dad, I just resonate so strongly with. Everything he says is so serious, but he's so funny. He's a man at the end of his fucking rope, and I think there's several times that his reactions to Dale and Brennan almost like overshadow two of the funniest people to ever hit a movie screen. Like Richard Jenkins is a fucking king in this movie. I don't know why he's so funny in this. Like I know he's a great dramatic actor, but there's like the Adam McKay effect. He fucking
Yeah.
crushes
Plus,
this.
it's like it's actually so funny because then he like also becomes kind of like a man child when Derek's around, and you're like, yeah, bro, like, duh, duh, duh. And I'm
Yes!
like,
Yeah.
We need to talk about Derek. Yes.
Oh,
fucking
that's
Another
my
MVP.
favorite. I'm like,
Yes,
Dale, I
Adam
love
Scott,
him
yes.
as. Yeah, I was like Dale. Of course, John C. Reilly. I'm like, I love
Yeah.
him because he's like, especially he's such like a man boy, kind of like it's like Napoleon Dynamite-esque, like walking
Yes.
around in his underwear. You're like, well, she's gonna fall in love with me, Dad.
Oh, but to your point, no, his like genuinely offended reaction at Dale being like, "So she's gonna want to fuck me next," is like so fucking funny.
He's
'Cause
so
like,
fucking over
Shut
it."
up, Dale. Shut up.
Oh my god, he's so sick of these fucking boys.
My favorite Jenkins moment though ever is when they're crying at Christmas. Is it our fault? And he goes, "Okay, let's just say it. It's 100% your fault. This is fully your fault." I
I love
was
that.
not
Yeah.
ready.
That's
He
one
just
of his
loses it, and then
standout
they take
scenes
a
for me.
picture and he smiles.
Yes, he's the only one smiling. And then
So
the,
funny.
I want
when
to
they
take a
go to
picture.
I don't want to take a picture. When they go to ask him about the bunk beds, and he's just like, "Please get the fuck away from me!" Like he's so at the end of his rope, and just kind of stays there all the way throughout the movie until they get to the basically to the end. When he softens up and tells them not to lose their dinosaur. Oh, also high key, he gives the most like touching moment of the movie. The whole emotional evolution of this movie falls on Richard Jenkins. And
Literally.
he nails
Don't
it.
lose your dinosaur. Don't lose your dinosaur, sons. Have you guys heard the behind the scenes story about that where Adam McKay was like, so you're going to talk about, he like made it up. He goes, so you're going to talk about how you used to be a dinosaur. And then you're going to, and then Richard Jenkins just goes, what the fuck? No, I'm not doing that. And he goes, no, I promise you can do this. And like, and then he did it. Apparently at the premiere, he got like a standing ovation or some shit.
Of course he did. Of course he did, because it's beautiful.
There's not one other person I could think of who could do that, like so grounded and just pull it out, and we're just making like, no, like this was me, and like it just is a baffling. Oh, amazing.
Right? He has such gravitas and like emotional depth to him that like he can take this movie about like nutsacks and eating like white dog poop and turn it into like Shakespeare at the drop of a hat, and you're just oh my god.
Like, how do you do this?
I've got a belly full of white dog.
So yeah, my MVP favorite performance is definitely Richard Jenkins. I think the movie does not work without him. It doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
There's anybody else who could have done this, except maybe like a Bryan Cranston type, but he's too young. So yeah, he was too young at the time. Yeah, that's my guy.
It's 100% the vibe of yeah.
It's a good casting.
So, yeah. Oh, also, does anybody want to talk about Adam Scott? Because we did. Who wants to take Adam?
God.
I completely forgot. I love Adam Scott so much. But I completely forgot he was in this when I like rewatched it, and it was like him like with the choir and like his stupid ponytail. I was like, God. I was like, oh my god, because he just like plays like lovable characters now, and I'm like, so like a throwback to him being such a dick.
He used to play absolute shitbags. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
so good at playing an asshole.
Yeah, he was such an asshole in like Party Down, and then like an asshole in this, and he was like singing in the car with his kids. Oh my god, and like
yes,
Alice,
that's
and
another
was
one
like,
of my favorite
God.
scenes. Sweet Child of Mine.
He's such a gem. I only had seen him really in like Parks. I think I saw him the most in Parks and Rec. Again, I hadn't seen this movie
right before Parks and Rec.
And like,
Yes.
yeah, that's why I hadn't really. I was like, oh, he is the nicest guy. And I remember saying that, and someone goes, oh my, what? Like he plays like such a good nice guy. And they're like, have you seen Stepbrothers yet? I'm like, no. I'm like, all right, that shows. He is such a beautiful asshole.
I know. Also, he's such a weasel on Eastbound and Down as well.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my
He's a
god.
crazy like sports agent.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's right.
Yeah, he's like real in and out on that show, but him and Kenny Powers just back and forth for like little scenes here and there. I was like, Adam fucking Scott, that man can do it. He can do it all.
He can do it all. Another like asshole with him, I guess for a little MVP, Rob Riggle, who plays Randy, who is in everything.
I was hoping someone brought up Riggle.
Oh, what an MVP. Him is just such an asshole. Like he's one of those guys that can actually just scream out. Like such an ass, but if you meet like, literally, like he's just like, it's so funny because he's like such a nice person in real life. He's just yelled out, he's like, "Fuck you."
I've heard he's such a sweetheart in real life. Like everybody loves him. No one ever has anything bad to say about Rob Riggle.
No,
but he's so good. Same with Adam Scott, but they're so good at playing assholes.
So good at playing assholes. Like
He was also amazing on New Girl as the Elder Schmidt.
Oh my gosh.
Good.
He was like, who's the best Schmidt?
Elder Schmidt?
He's
He was
Schmidt's
like,
older brother.
No, they're cousins, I think.
Or older cousins. Yeah.
Yeah. Because Schmidt only has one brother, and it's the family dog.
Oh, that's right. He's such a riot. He's so funny. Oh my gosh. He's such a good.
When he's crying at time to say goodbye, it's so. The guy, another MVP, the guy from Veep, who like shouts to the guy doing the Billy Joel, and he's like, "Play the stranger," but he's great. He's an asshole in this too, and he's I think a sweetheart in real life too. I think his name's like Matt Walsh or something.
Oh, it definitely is Matt Walsh. Yeah,
Matt Walsh,
he's like kind of gingery.
Yes, the ginger guy who in Get Hard, which is a bad Will Ferrell movie, but I enjoy parts of it. Will Ferrell tries to blow him in a bathroom. It's true.
I
It's like, get hard. Get hard. That's
Yes.
amazing. He's like, no, yeah. He's like, you're gonna have
That
to do
movie's
it. He goes,
crazy. You
"That
gotta
movie's
do it. You're going to
crazy.
jail.
You're going to jail. You gotta learn. You gotta do it." He
Wow.
goes,
It's
"Okay."
not.
Hallie, correct me if I'm wrong. I think they have another prop that's like a penis and ball sack like prop that they have in that movie
yes.
too. And I wouldn't
Yes,
be surprised if
indeed.
they're like, we already have a guy who can make penises really like custom made. Like I'm not surprised at all.
I know a great dick guy.
I know him. I know him.
I got a dick guy. Let me send you his contact.
Let me send you his contact. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh Lord.
That's crazy. Sorry for bringing up Get Hard.
It's okay. It's
Yeah,
okay.
it was a crazy movie.
It's more like Will Ferrell
Crazy.
lore.
Yeah.
Speaking of Will
Yeah.
Ferrell lore, I think we mentioned it earlier. We teased it earlier. I guess we didn't talk about it because I got distracted. But does everybody know the like drama between Adam McKay and Will Ferrell and how they're like not speaking anymore?
No. I'm ready for the drama. I'm ready.
It's time to say goodbye. Boats and hoes.
Oh my god. I got it. Okay, so in 2021, and they had been producing partners for years. Obviously, they've worked on pretty much. They were producing partners for 13 years, from like SNL, Funny or Die, all the way up until Succession, because they're both producers on that. But during the run of Succession, Adam McKay had developed another TV show, Winning Time. That show, set in the 80s about the LA Lakers. And I guess Will and Adam had like a huge falling out about this particular show because Adam went behind Will's back and cast John C. Reilly in the lead role. And Will thought he was going to play the lead role. And he didn't tell him. John had to tell Will. Like, oh, by the way, it was bad. It was bad. Will, like, has not spoken to him since, pretty much. Like, it was, like, a huge falling out, like, personally
That's
and
dirty.
professionally.
No.
It was pretty grimy. It was very
It's
grimy.
really bad. That's some Real Housewives bullshit.
Exactly. That is
And John C.
exactly the
Riley
Real
had to tell
Housewives.
him? That's bullshit.
Yes.
I would.
Is he still good with John C. Reilly?
Lindsay's like, poor John C. Reilly. She's like, not my man.
Is John okay?
It's okay.
Okay.
Are they still
So-
friends?
They are still buds because
Okay.
because John C. Reilly oh my god, the tea. So HBO didn't want Will Ferrell to play the coach. It's like the lead, it's the coach, right?
Jerry
I don't
Buss,
know the
yeah,
Lakers.
the
Jerry
coach.
Buss. Okay. The lead, the coach. So so for some reason HBO, who never says no to anything, we're like, we don't think Will Ferrell can play a straight-ish part of Jerry Buss, which is insane. But
He's
they
played
were like,
so many serious roles. Like, hello?
yeah.
Like, well, then you need to do your homework.
Right?
Yeah.
Go do your homework.
It's Will Ferrell. Like, oh, you think that's going to stop us from watching this show? I would watch this
No.
show, and I don't care about the Lakers.
Right.
Like,
The only reason
go
I watched
right
the
in
show,
there.
and I also don't give a fuck about basketball, is because John C. Reilly. And I still didn't like
And
the
it-
show.
It was not a good show. And what sucks, well, it's karma, honestly, but
It
what
is
sucks
karma.
is the show just shat the bed. It was so not good.
Barely 2 seasons.
Yep, barely. But so John C. Reilly
Yes,
was
Will.
cool because yes, Will. Yeah, Will, go boy. But John C. Reilly was cast, but he didn't know the tea of Will wanting the part when he said yes. And so Adam McKay was like, hey, like, I haven't told Will because Will's going to hate me. And John C. Reilly is like, dude, you got to tell Will.
gotta
If you
tell
don't tell
him.
him, I'm going to tell him. And then Adam McKay was a coward, frankly. And he didn't do it. And then John C. Reilly called up Will and was like, hey, man, here's the tea. I didn't know this was a thing, but I've said yes. and I hope we're cool. And Will Ferrell will always respect John C. Reilly for that, and so they are chill. But yeah, that's some crazy boy drama.
The boys
That's crazy.
were fighting. Yeah,
That's unfortunate. That sucks.
they were beefing hard, and like the crazy part is that Adam McKay blew up like a 25-year like friendship and like relationship professionally over a TV series that like that got canceled that like no one watched. I was like, bruh, you fucked up. Like you fucked up.
He
did
royally
an interview
fucked up.
like
That
years
sucks.
later where he was like, yeah, I think I handled it poorly and it's been really hard.
Oh,
Like,
no shit, really?
You think?
yeah.
You think,
I was like,
homie?
maybe I shouldn't have done that, you know, like fucking this was like 5 years after the fact. He's like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I'm like, yeah, probably not, bro. This has been your friend since you met on SNL when you were like early 20s, like kids. Like, what are you thinking?
It's crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing that? The 25-year friendship. And they've done so many projects. And they're like, come on.
And it's their
I
best
know.
stuff, I think.
I want to be an optimist. I know it's been a long time, but I'm like, I hope they make up.
No, me too.
I'm like, we need some more of their comedies back. It's been a hot minute. Can we get some stupid comedies that are actually good?
We need them to be old men doing stuff.
I think that would fix this country if Will and and Adam buried the hatchet.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll call them up if they want to do Elf 2 together. But I got to be on it.
That's so big of you to offer to share the screen with.
So
Yeah,
generous.
If I really need one thing kills me. You're right, like I'm like I'll call them like I've got a script. I think we could all make amends. Let's go get I'll make pasta, penne vodka. I'm pretty good at that, and we'll have it.
Penne vodka.
Penne vodka. It's
Yes.
What can't that fix? Yeah, I want them so badly to make an old man comedy, like when they're older, slightly older.
Oh my
and
god!
they just
Can they
yes.
do their own version of Grumpy Old Men?
Oh my god, I would levitate.
Like, let's do Odd Couple, and then have Catherine
Yes.
Hahn be like John C. Reilly's wife.
Oh my god, dude, they need to get back together so
Oh.
bad. We need
Nature
this.
is healing.
Nature would heal, climate change would reverse. Everything that's wrong with this country is basically your fault. And we need you to fix it.
Yeah, guys. Boys, come on.
What did you say? It was 2021 or 2020?
2021. It was
Oh,
right
okay,
during the
okay.
pandemic.
All right, I can't blame the pandemic on it, but I can blame a lot of other problems that happened because of that friendship breaking up. I
Yeah.
can blame a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I hope they come back together.
Me too.
Trump's in office because of it.
This is your fault.
This is 100% your fault.
Let's be very clear.
When he comes out with another comedy, we're all going.
Yeah.
It's 100% we're all going, and we're
Opening
gonna
day,
pray
I'll be
that
there.
it's good, and we're gonna do, and especially if they reunite, we're manifesting that the boys make up. They say, hey, shit was weird. It was 2021, and they go back to they do Stepbrothers 2 back in action or something, which I would go see.
Yeah.
Back in action. Yeah. I like
Could you
that
imagine?
title.
I like that title. Like they're grandfathers and they're like regressing again or
yeah.
something like that.
No, now Dale and Brennan have their own live-in adult sons.
Oh my
Brilliant.
god.
They become the fathers, and their kids will not leave the house.
I
Perfect.
have to get them
That's
out.
a $1 billion idea.
That's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Hire me. Let's go.
Yeah,
Hire
that's
me.
it. Yeah, we're writing that. Three,
Oh.
a bunch of femmes go up to Will Ferrell and go, "We have a script for you. It's Stepbrothers back in action."
So Dale and Brennan live next to each other, and then like they have their
course.
adult sons that like won't leave the house, and they're all like, "Oh God, this guy's so annoying."
Yo, just run it back. And then you could get Uncle Derek in the mix. Like, oh,
Oh my
Yes.
god.
And then the
And you
mom
have it-
just
Alice.
looks exactly the same.
Yeah,
Literally.
Harry version.
Yes. Yeah.
Looks exactly the
Grandma.
same. But the worst is that they don't leave home because like the housing market is what it is and it's so expensive and like they do have jobs but they all work from home so they like have to find other incentives.
Oh, and here's an idea. Make them girls. Make them girls.
Yeah, and they're like, you have to get out of the house. And they're like, yeah, but like I can't, like, housing market, we're saving up.
Make them Gen Z girls.
Okay, I think I brought this up on the show. Have you guys seen Hacks by any chance?
Yes, I love Hacks.
Okay, Kayla would play one of their daughters, and she like will not leave, and it's like they're just chaos.
I think that's Dale's daughter.
Yes, she's Dale's daughter. The five of us just came up with like $1 billion movie franchise. Like, what are we doing? Come on.
What are we doing?
Why am I working at a pharmaceutical place? Like, please.
Here's my $2 for my invest. For sharks, I'm here for an investment of a lifetime.
Who says no? Oh my god! And then we present it in tuxedos.
Oh, I would love to dress up in a tuxedo.
Well, also my tuxedo is gonna be like a T-shirt that has a tuxedo on it. So it's not really a real tuxedo with like a jacket. A T-shirt.
Yeah.
tux.
Yeah, we need to pitch that because that's fucking genius. Honestly, we shouldn't even give that idea for free. So, any more fun facts you got for us, Lindsay?
The Derek has a mangina scene was based on Adam McKay's high school experience. I never heard that.
Yes. This actually happened to him.
To Adam McKay.
Yes.
From his brother or like someone read.
That part is unclear. I don't know if it was his brother bullying him, but the Derek has a mangina, like, when he, like, everyone's shouting that while he was, like, performing, that happened to him in high school. I don't think it was his sibling. Can you imagine? That's why he's so funny. I mean, when you get terrorized like that, I'm sorry. Sometimes it does make you funnier.
Wait, like was the word mangina
Yes.
uttered? Yes.
Adam has
man.
a mangina.
Adam has a mangina. Adam.
Yes. They just changed the name to Derek, and it was... Oh,
my God.
that
Can
poor
you
man.
imagine running into him and just screaming?
Adam.
So, I have another fun fact. Speaking of like musical performances, so I know I had mentioned it to Hallie very briefly, and now Lindsay knows about it as well. But this was the first improvised musical DVD commentary track ever made. This movie, have any of y'all heard this commentary track for this movie?
No, I have to listen to this.
Oh,
gonna
we're
die.
going to post it in the show notes for sure.
It is fucking genius.
I listened to the whole thing. It's amazing.
They sing the whole movie. They sing. It's John C. Reilly. It's Adam McKay. It's Will Ferrell, and it's John Bryan. Like,
Oh my god.
They have like guests.
Oh
They have,
my
like,
God.
there's guests that come in throughout the whole recording, but they sing, y'all. They sing this entire director's commentary, beginning to end. It's one of the funniest things you will ever hear in your fucking life.
I have to watch this immediately. No wonder this budget was
That's so funny.
65 million.
Budget, and they used every penny
Not a penny
wisely.
left. Yeah.
That's
That
so
money
funny.
is on the screen. They did that for us, V. They did that for us.
John Bryan, the king behind Lady Bird, Magnolia,
Yes.
I Heart Huckabees.
Yes.
What else? Like just that. I have a crush on him. He's awesome. Amy Mann's ex. Like, come on.
Yeah, Amy Mann's ex. Yeah, that's my guy. You
It's
said Huckabees,
awesome.
right? Yeah, Huckabees is one of my
Yeah.
favorites.
That's a good one.
He's Eternal Sunshine. Oh, duh.
Of course.
And Punch
Of
Drunk
course.
Love.
Of course.
Genius.
This is like one of PTA's. This is like PTA's music guy, and he's like, "Yeah, let me fuck around and make this stupid ass movie." The music is so good. He like did this for funsies, and it's a fucking beautiful soundtrack. And then he comes back and records the whole DVD commentary with them.
That's amazing.
It's the commitment
Beautiful.
to the bit, y'all, is like your favorites now. See, celebrities are so fucking lazy nowadays. Bring me back to 2008 when they would
Bring me back to like when you guys made no money and actually tried.
When you tried. Bring me back. Where's the effort? I'm not seeing it. I don't care about your fucking supplements or your paid partnerships. Get in the fucking booth and make me boats and hoes.
Yep.
Get back in the fucking studio. What are we doing? I'm so tired. I'm tired of the fashion lines. I'm tired of your fucking shoe deals. Get in that fucking studio.
And make me fucking laugh.
Sing like this is your next meal ticket, literally. And Dale like really really singing and like the music swells. That like there's a catharsis that we all have because that music swells. And we're on like the Catalina wine mixer, like we're on the hill. It's unbelievable.
Also, way to take a chance filming on film for a comedy. So you're like, did we get that? Don't know. Let's keep moving.
No, let's just keep rolling for fucking 4 hours. Yeah, they
my
broke some
God.
kind of record with how much footage they shot. Like how many miles, I'm looking it up, miles of film they shot this on. Like it broke some sort of record at the time because
Oh my
think-
god.
they shot more footage than like The Dark Knight, basically. Like,
Whoa.
Good.
let me see where it is.
You know
So
what?
film
Good.
is so much more expensive. I'm like,
Not a penny
Oh my
wasted
God.
on that budget. They were like, listen, we're going for timeless here. They're like, this is...
And they fucking achieved it. And that's what
Yeah.
you can do when you try. You
When
hear me,
you
celebrities?
try.
and when you try, yeah. Bring
Goddamn
back the
try.
effort,
Hear me.
man.
And it doubled its budget. So let's
It doubled
see.
its budget.
Wow.
Wow. And I have to say, like, and that was a time, too, where, like, Blockbuster... When was this release date? We discussed this earlier in the episode.
Oh,
but-
08.
Oh wait, so recession time.
Yeah, hell yeah. This is peak recession movie.
Yeah. like Memorial Day weekends, like, what was that Stepbrothers release date? July 25th. Christmas in July.
Oh, so
Yeah.
this is a summer blockbuster. We could never do that in 2025.
No way.
They used to push all the comedies to the summer because we all used to go and see them. And now what do we have?
Please, that just made my stomach drop. Oh my god.
I know.
We used to be a proper country. I found it finally. How much film they shot for this. They shot 1.5 million feet of film on Kodak.
What?
Oh.
And a half.
They basically used all the Kodak stock up for fucking for comedy for us.
Oh my god.
I love
I'm here
them.
for that. I'm here for that.
I knew I loved them, but I love them more.
And they had to cut that down to 98 minutes.
Oh my god. Literally talk about...
You just like realize how much like film you like threw away.
Yeah, like how many jokes and how many things they had to leave behind that they're like, oh, we love this, but can we put this off?
Oh, I can tell you actually. I can tell you, V. The original cut of this movie, they said it could have been like 5.5 hours.
And I would watch it.
I would watch that.
Yep.
Movie night. 5 hours. Stepbrothers.
Like
Yeah,
Barbenheimer. Barbenheimer was shorter than that.
Yes.
Together.
Together.
A night of
Yeah.
Barbenheimer.
A night
Yeah.
of Barbenheimer is shorter
That's how
than
much
that.
Stepbrothers we could have had, y'all. Just remember that. Remember that the next time you're watching
man.
some Netflix slop.
I needed more of the Stepbrothers. Ugh.
We need Stepbrothers, the 6-hour cut. Release it.
Yes.
Cowards.
Release it. Release it.
Listen, if we can
You
get Taylor,
cowards.
if we can get Taylor's 10-minute version, 10 to 15 years later, I think that we can get this. Someone that's what brings them back together. They're like, all right, let's go to the cutting room floor. And Adam and him, they go back and they reminisce of what it was. Maybe
That's how we
it.
get them back together.
That's how. Yep.
We parent trap them.
I'm so down. Okay, idea, vision. So now we're gonna make a movie about getting our movie greenlit and bringing Adam McKay and Will Ferrell back to being friendsies.
You beautiful genius. All right, we're about to Nathan Fielder this shit.
I just
I'm
spit
gonna
out my
make a
ginger
movie
ale.
about getting
it's-
them back together.
All right, hear
my
me out.
God.
It's not going to be called The Rehearsal. It's going to be called The Reunion.
A reunion. Yes.
Who says no?
Oh yeah,
Oh, so funny.
we speak
It's gonna
it.
happen.
We speak it.
We're speaking it into existence.
Yep, 100%.
So, Lindsay, I know we were trying to cover, we haven't really covered a lot of comedies on this podcast, so we were trying to, like, lighten the vibe a little bit, which thank y'all for mission accomplished, because we be doing, like, bummer movies a lot,
Yeah.
as is our right as sad women in the 21st century. But,
Absolutely.
but we needed to do something silly.
This is like genius silly.
Yes, tell me why,
This
Lindsay.
movie. Well, I think for me, it was worse when I was younger, but sometimes it slips up now. But I have a really bad laughing problem sometimes because I will like think out jokes in my head like down to the very last detail, and this movie is like the best example of that. Where it's like
Oh my
every
God.
word to the joke is so intentional, and it's like the most hilarious thing ever, but it's like it was honestly amazing seeing the extended edition because I've seen the theatrical so many times, and it was like standing on still ground seeing the extra scenes. And I see, Hallie, that you agree with me about it seeming neurodivergent.
Yes, I love that take because, like, I don't know, like, it's just, and maybe it's a little bit too of like the coping mechanism of it all. It's like it's actually the sad parts of this movie, or the more heartfelt parts, are actually really deep because like these two,
So painful.
it's so sad that these guys like did it after their mom and dad passed away or whatever. Like, so it's like, you know, their parents are just enabling them because, you know, it's all trauma, right? Yep. And then they become a karaoke, you know, they have their karaoke business, and it's like, yeah, they did it. Like, they found their
hustle
way.
Culture, like the commentary on hustle culture in this movie too is like low key genius, and you can see like the seeds of like of McKay's later work as far as his fixation on like financial crime and like capitalism and whatnot. Like, I feel like Stepbrothers is actually like the seedling that becomes like The Big Short, you know.
Yeah.
It's man children who don't know what they're doing, who are just reckless with money and just fucking up society. It's just, instead of a singular family, it's the entire American financial industry.
Yeah.
No, it's true. He gives little seeds. Yeah, no, they are. You're absolutely right. Like this and Talladega Nights, I think he was like a little bit giving seeds of like, I don't know, the absurdity of, you know, again, capitalism. Like he's just he really does have a real interest in financial landscapes and housing and classism.
The whole B-plot of The Other Guys.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
yeah.
the B-plot of The Other Guys is crazy.
The B-plot of The Other Guys is basically The Big Short.
Yes.
It's like it's like a perfect blend.
Right, and then it leads right into Succession. Like, bam.
It sure
Step Brothers
does.
to Succession pipeline.
Oh my god. Yes.
That's what happens.
I love
That's
it.
how we evolved as a society. We went from Step Brothers to Succession, and look at us now.
Oh yeah.
Look at us now. We're down bad.
Down, man.
We're down atrocious.
Yep.
Adam, if you're listening, I need you to lock in. I need you to lock in. Get back in that fucking lab.
Anything that happened can be amended because we need these to come back. Because
There's no better way to show your growth than publicly apologizing to Will Ferrell.
Oh my god.
Do it for us.
And then when he does, Will Ferrell just looks at him and calls him Mangina.
You know what? Speaking of which, the drum set scene was based off of John C. Reilly's brother.
Oh no.
He nutsacked his drums?
I don't know about the nutsack part. John wouldn't say. He wouldn't say.
Classy.
But
He's like, no, not that's.
allegedly, but yeah, no, the like brother who's obsessed with the drum set and was like didn't want anybody to touch it and was very territorial of it and like a psycho about it. That's John C. Reilly's real life. I think his eldest brother. He said he based that whole storyline on his own family as well.
Oh
I love
my
that.
God.
I love that so much.
I love it.
They put themselves into this movie.
I mean,
They
and it
left it all on the
shows.
screen.
There's such a beauty of like that they're gonna use that, but and make like a multi-million-dollar movie, but like it's
Yep.
but it's just, I mean, it's so funny that they do use it because every single part of it you can kind of be like, oh my God, like I kind of had like a weird, like you do feel for them, like there's.
Yes.
It gets crazy.
They're very sympathetic.
They're very sympathetic, and it's really crazy that they're sympathetic. It's like, no, you need to like grow up in a sense, but I'm like, no, like, I feel bad for
No.
them.
I don't want you
Like,
to.
no, yeah, right. I don't want
Like-
yeah.
I was like, well, if you have to grow up, that means I have to grow up in real life, and I don't want that.
I
Yeah.
don't want that.
No.
All right, does anybody have any final thoughts? I feel like we ran through it, and then the next thing we're going to do is recommend similar works, and then we're done.
I'll say something that's like kind of, it's going to sound like backwards, but I just love that we're all femmes that love this movie. It's like you don't have to like, you don't have to, it's just going to sound so wrong.
No, say it.
You don't have
say
to.
it.
You don't have to girl power us too hard. Just give us some. Like we like to laugh at dumb shit too, and that's
Yes.
feminism.
That's so fucking real. You were so real for
So
that.
like, give us some dumbass like. It's like let a girl go off. Let a girl be
Yes.
crazy. Like let her fuck shit up. Let her be a woman child. Like let her whatever. Like let a bunch of girls just go off and go nuts in this economy. In this world,
In this economy.
Yeah, like we're crazy and we love night vision goggles and we hate stepsisters sometimes too. Like
Literally.
I just think it's so I don't know, maybe it's just just in modern Hollywood, I guess people are like, "Oh, what do girls love? Feminism." And it's like, "Yes, we do, but we also love a bunch of bullshit like I love Barbie. I do love Barbie." But like
I was just going to
Ken
say, hey,
got
you
to
like the
be-
Barbie monologue, right?
I love the Barbie
For
I
2
do,
hours?
but well, not for 2 hours. But I
Here you
love
go.
the Ken. I want all the Barbies to fight each other with stuffed animals or whatever. Like
It's fucking
there's-
funny. Yes.
it's we love
Stupid
goofy shit. So it's stupid goofy shit. Like give it to us, and that is also genius and feminism. Yeah.
Like, they didn't have these like kind of like stereotypes like, oh, women and blah 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 blah. Like when we were kids, I was like, my brother watched Ren and Stimpy with me, Rocco's Modern Life, Angry Beavers. We watched the same shit and laughed at the same shit. And I'm like,
Right.
why do you have
Right.
to make a woman film versus like a male film? I was like, that's just
Oh.
bullshit. That's
I'm
just
so tired.
bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm so we've
Yeah.
gone too far in the other direction, I fear. Every like girl comedy, every girl comedy is like the same three
I
like
know.
skinny white women making the same 5 jokes from like TikToks.
This is the thing that makes me so angry about women comedy. It's like one funny girl that's like fucked up and this guy is here and like they're kind of like partner and then they fall in love and I'm like, stop making this movie. Stop making this movie. It's so
Yeah.
old. It's not funny anymore. We know what's going to happen.
It's not.
Right.
You're right. You're
Before
right.
we-
We need to get back to the old recipes.
Yes. One of them days was really good, actually, though, at being
Oh,
messy
yes.
and,
Oh my
and
God.
goofy.
You're right. Speaking of, let us be stupid. One of them days. Perfect example. Thank you. Yes, that is
Oh
like
my
the
God.
most recent like girl comedy I've seen that I loved. Yeah.
That was very Stepbrothers-esque in terms
Oh,
of they're
yeah.
just going nuts, and
For sure.
SZA is a mess, but also
She's
my crush.
So stupid.
She's so stupid in that movie. She's
I
so
love
sweet
her.
and stupid in that movie. And she's like,
Beautiful idiot.
she is John C. Reilly in that movie a little bit. Where she's a sweetheart, but she's also like, oh, I kind of fucked up. And you're like, you literally ruined everything. Like,
You big dum dum.
you broke planet Earth. But
That
yeah.
is a great pull. Great pull. Speaking of Speaking of one of them days, Lindsay, do you have any other recommendations you want to throw out?
Yeah,
for
I have
similar
a lot.
work. Yeah,
A
me
lot
too.
of
I have a
stepbrother
lot.
recommendations. I want to start off with The Other Guys
Yes,
with Mark Ruffalo and Will Ferrell. This is
Mark
like
Wahlberg.
my
Mark
or
Wahlberg.
sorry,
Mark Wahlberg. That would be
What did I
amazing.
say?
Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo. Mark
I would watch
Ruffalo
that.
would be awesome.
Oh my gosh.
When we like filmed our intro episode, and you asked me what my favorite library movie was, it was The Other Guys.
Oh my God! Look
I
at that! And our
want-
season finale. You
Yeah.
answered the question. 15 episodes, ladies and gentlemen.
All the time. I could recite the script.
That's
And
my girl.
definitely Will Ferrell is very Brennan in The Other Guys.
Yes, he's like if Brennan was a cop.
Yeah.
Great pull.
Also,
What else you got?
Due Date, Dinner for Schmucks.
For schmucks.
Um,
That's so good.
I also said Talladega Nights, but it's pretty
Yep,
obvious.
the Adam McKay like trilogy. Yep.
Yeah. Also, I just wanted to mention Will Ferrell in The Office because I
You're
love-
crazy for this. People were so fucking pissed when he was on the show. You had to be there. Oh my God, the blogs were blowing up. People were so fucking mad.
What was his
Mad.
name in The Office?
Hella
was-
mad.
Wait,
Like
what was his name?
Sincade or something, or
V,
like,
you'd know.
it's D'Angelo.
D'Angelo. I knew it was something black. I was like, it sounds black. It's D'Angelo. Yes.
I think it's. Hold on, I'm looking at it because I don't want to. D'Angelo Vickers is his name, and I knew I had a feeling I knew it, and I just want to double check myself on that fact. I'm with you 100%. He was not supposed to be in that long, and like
Oh.
he said, how fun would it be? There was an interview again for I love that the press he did for the movie he just did with Reese Witherspoon. He said he was not supposed to be on there for long. He just said it would be really fun if I did something with Steve because he's gonna leave, and he has so much work with him, like before, like especially Anchorman and all so much stuff. So he said to his like agent or manager, would be like, it would be really fun. Like, can you see if we can make that happen? And then he came back to them. They go, instead of like one scene, how would you feel about a 3-episode arc? And he's like, oh, okay, yeah, like that is really great. So like him being at Chili's, which like, oh God, I wish if my heaven is Will Ferrell and Steve Carell in a Chili's with me, like just having some chips and queso. But like, I'm with you 100%. I think because he's not supposed to be likable, and it's so great that people were pissed. People were pissed
so
that he was
mad.
on it. I'm like, he's not supposed to be likable. He probably said to him, "Make me the least likable, so people are happy when I go." Like that's. Meet the Parents is a really great one. Highly recommend. Oh my goodness. Tommy Boy, Wedding Crashers. Oh, such a great one. Oh my gosh. And I know this is not, it's what we were talking about before, the femme comedies. If you've seen Babes is really good.
Oh, I
With
did see
Alana-
Babes.
Very good. Alana Glazer and
Michelle Bateau.
Yeah. That was a really fun one. I like that one.
I'll be quick. So it's not good. It's a bad movie, but it is Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly back at it, and it's Holmes and Watson. And yeah, no, it's really bad, but there is some really good bits where like they get beat up by boxers. There's a horny girl character similar to Catherine Hahn. And she doesn't speak words, but she just makes noise. It's really funny. Blades of Glory is a masterpiece.
Yes.
It's so good. It's got
Blades of Glory needs to be talked about more.
oh my God, Chaz Michaels is figure skating,
Oh.
and he is my favorite Will Ferrell character. Friendship we mentioned earlier just came out. Tim Robbins and Paul Rudd. Basically navigating male friendship, which is
God.
complicated
Sounds
and
like
a mess.
fucking nightmare.
It is a nightmare. But it's, if you like, I Think You Should Leave, it's very much up that alley.
Nice.
Bridesmaids, of course, the ultimate girl friendship movie. I like how nasty they were. The Interview, the movie that almost caused a nuclear war and led to the Zodiac.
Yes. There's a great podcast about how The Interview led to the Sony hack on The Ringer.
Oh my God, I gotta listen to it. But also, it's a great movie. I can't believe I'm saying that, but This Is the End, another Rogan classic with all the boys.
I love this one.
Danny McBride, speaking of Eastbound and Down, is like the star of this movie. Like, just coming in,
Danny
being
McBride
a terrible human being. Oh my God. He comes in, he's like, God, you all look like fucking shit. Oh, and hey, Jay, nice to see you. I didn't know you were in town. Like,
Danny McBride walked up into this movie and fucking ripped it out of their hands. He is a slam. He stole this movie. Danny McBride, I'm sorry. He came in and just ate their lunch on this one. How do you have a movie this stacked? This cast is like 20 people deep, and the only person I remember consistently besides like James Franco and Seth Rogen is Danny McBride.
And then of course One of Them Days, the best One of Them Days. So anyway, that's it.
Perfect.
Sorry, it's a lot.
Only those.
Only those.
And now I'm about to throw some more at you. I also had Bridesmaids on there. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in a dash of Apatow. I do think his best is 40-Year-Old Virgin. I think that one stands up the best, and I love Leslie Mann. Speaking of girl comedians, the OG. She's so fucking funny. I'm
so
definitely.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen produced this, so I'm also gonna throw out Joyride. I feel like it's a good, like, in the same vein of like Hangover and like stupid guy comedies, but it's like all women, all Asian cast, fucking fantastic. Lindsay and I saw that together.
That was one of our more recent movies we saw together first.
Yeah, that was in our, like, when we were going to the Alamo, like 4 days a week stretch. We used to have time. So yeah, definitely Joyride. Anchorman, of course. Nothing else needs to be said about it.
It's perfect.
Just another Adam McKay, absolute masterpiece. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
I love it.
Hallie's nodding. This one I threw in because it's like two just incorrigible like men who are like full-on man babies who go on this crazy adventure. And there's a lot of like Hollywood and comedian like meta commentary too. I think this is one of Kevin Smith's best movies. And keeping the man-child who doesn't want to move out of the house and has a bad relationship with his brother alive. Orange County. Jack Black, Colin Hanks. This is like an early 2000s banger. This shit was on Comedy Central every day, pretty much. And I've seen this movie probably 50 times. Just, I think Jack Black's character in Orange County is like a Dale Brennan prototype.
He's
in this movie
the
came out
goat.
like almost 10 years before. So they were really ahead of the game on that one. Jack Black he steals the show in this one. And it's also a California story about just the loser brother who won't get out of the house. And it's just very similar to Stepbrothers. A lot of parallels there. So those are our 50 recommendations for this 3-hour episode.
Worth it.
About a 98-minute movie. 108 minutes if you're watching the extended.
Or 5 hours if we get what we want.
If we get what we
everything.
deserve.
What we deserve, yes.
What we deserve.
Yep.
See, we're doing
Lord
the
help
full million miles of feet of
We
film.
just recorded 1.5 million miles of podcast tape. I love it. Melissa. Way to be on theme.
Oh my gosh.
And this is our season finale. So I just wanted to thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you for having
partying with
us.
Oh my
Thank you,
God.
Hallie, our fucking champion. What is this, 4 times now for you? 3, 4 times? I don't even know.
3. I've lost count because I'm in love. Thank you for having us. We love you guys.
You're the first lady of post-film clarity.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we put a ring
dead.
on it. Yeah. Yeah.
I love you guys. We see this as the beginning of a beautiful friendship and many, many episodes to come. And thank you so much just for being our people, like our type of people. And yeah, you rock. We love post-film clarity in this house.
In this house.
in this watch party house.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
So hold on. I almost said from post-film clarity. From Watch Party, we have Melissa, Veronica, and Hallie joining us. And Lindsay, of course, my stalwart. Love of my life. Thank you for an incredible season 1. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
we will be back for season 2, I think end of summer, depending on some life changes that are coming. Mm-hmm. So in the meantime, I encourage anyone who hasn't listened to any of the other 14 episodes we've done, plus a few little bonus episodes, check our back catalog, watch the movies. You have the whole summer. We're giving you homework.
Yeah.
Do your fucking homework.
Now you've heard us spoil every single movie. Now watch all of them.
Oh.
Check our letterbox for everything we've watched, and everything that we've recommended as well for all of these episodes. Have a little fun listening party over the summer while we take some much needed rest.
Yeah.
Editing this episode is going to kill us. So I think after we edit this one, we're going to take about 6 weeks off, maybe more, and we'll catch you for season 2. Lindsay, do you want to do the socials?
Please email us at postfilmclaritypod@gmail.com. Even after we take our break, we'll still take emails.
Oh, yeah. We'll be
Please.
checking the inbox.
And you can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at postfilmclaritypod. All of our episodes are closed captioned on YouTube. And you can follow us at postfilmclarity on Letterboxd. Marquita does so much amazing work on there, doing reference or recommendations and beautiful lists.
Thank you. Thank you for that. And wrapping up season 1, thank you for listening, and bye, honeys.
This has been Post Film Clarity with special guest watch party. We're so proud of you. You finished up season 1. What a spectacular season it is. You did things from gay cowboys to Jane Austen. You went around the world and you came back swinging. And we finished this all up with an actual classic about 2 grown men who can't grow up. 'Cause in this time and in this economy and in this whatever world that we're living in right now where things just keep seeming to get worse, but then there's still the beautiful human interactions such as a podcast interaction where you can find each other across the globe, aka New York City, North Carolina, and The Summer That I Turned Pretty comes out this summer. We're gonna get through this together. We're gonna get through this together. We're gonna watch more movies in season 2 and make you laugh and get through this together with you. Yeah. Prestige Worldwide, everybody. That's it. Check it. We're out.